Well, his brother was a really famous wing shooter. When he passed away, I went back and looked at his life. He was traveling the world. He was doing all these amazing things. And I'm like, here I am back home just working all the time. I'm like, I got to enjoy life.
It's like what we were talking about before, right? Like if you're having sex in the last 40 seconds, you still came, so you had a good time. Like all that matters is what you did within the time that you had.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
There we go.
For a good time.
And that's the fucking title of the episode, boys. What a fucking... That was a commercial, eh?
No shit.
No, but like that was what a fucking commercial.
Oh, okay. Yes,
20 years later, and we still remember it. Like, okay, who watches real TV anymore? I stream everything.
Dude.
So we don't see commercials. And that commercial, if anything, it's been forever since we've seen it.
Yeah.
And I sing that shit every day. That in McDonald's, bro.
Jingles are like scientifically proven to like just work.
stay in your head. What's
Like-
the McDonald's? Da-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it.
What was the first one?
Of McDonald's?
Yeah, there was another one before.
God, it
Like in the
Put a
Ronald...
smile on.
Oh, yes.
Was it that?
Yeah.
Put a smile on.
Yeah.
Put a smile on.
Yeah.
That was in the Ronald McDonald era.
Yeah, what a weird era.
Did he turn out to be a pedophile or something?
I
Probably.
don't know. Even Barney wasn't Barney
Wait,
a pedophile? I think there were a lot of them that turned out to be pedophiles.
Jared from Subway. All my heroes as a kid.
Yeah.
Jared was your
The longer you think about it, more people are popping up. And you're like, shit, bro. This place fucked up.
Mr. Dress Up. No,
man.
Mr. Dress Up I think was the only cool one.
Mr. Rogers, cleanest one, bro. He's the best.
Mr. Rogers, no.
He's legit
He
as fuck.
banged his neighbor.
Seriously? Oh. But wait. I was going to get to, like, what age was the neighbor?
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, too. Like if it's an appropriate age, it's fine. It's
All
fine.
right, guys, just before we get into this, welcome back to Beyond the Bench, episode 85, the podcast about everything and absolutely nothing with your boys, Josh, Justin.
Yeah.
We have two special guests. We've been wanting, this has been a couple of fucking, this is like a month or 2 months in the making right
It's
now,
since
I think.
that day
Since that
there.
fateful day at Jerry Park where I asked 76 people to come
Yeah.
onto the podcast.
And I'm just there like, Josh.
You asked 76 people? I don't feel special anymore.
If it makes you feel
everybody.
special, I said no to everybody but you guys. So
Oh, that's
good.
nice. Okay, cool. I like that.
Yeah, Justin is to keep drunk Josh in check.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
We've got Jake Gator on the podcast today. Say hi to the boys and girls.
What's up?
And we've got the man who taught me everything about how to work at a part-time job.
So you didn't learn much.
Mr. Frank Feudale. Say everybody. Say hi to say everybody.
Say everybody.
Yeah. Say hi to everybody.
Everybody.
Oh, man.
Hello.
But yeah, so what did you say? Mr. Dress Up banged his neighbor? Actually, hold on. No, before
No,
I
I
do that,
think
I
it was
always
fucking. I think it was fucking around.
hold on. I always forget this part too. If you're watching on YouTube, fucking like, put the little thumbs everywhere.
Like, subscribe.
Exactly.
Tell your nana, your mom. Tell everybody.
Tell
Your
the
neighbor.
Tell the whole family.
Your neighbor.
We're R-rated, but we're also for the
Won't
entire
you
family.
be my
My
neighbor?
Make sure to hit that fucking subscribe. Dude, you know what? Actually, speaking of Mr. Dress Up, no, that wasn't Mr. Dress Up. Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it. Tom Hanks
movie.
did a movie recently where he played Mr. Rogers.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Dude, what a fucking movie!
Why did I
man.
not hear about this?
Dude, it's
but like, what else is
incredible.
new? I don't fucking hear about
It's
anything.
fucking
apparently.
incredible. Like Tom Hanks
But
playing
he's-
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, but
Think about that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's an
What
incredible
a perfect
actor.
fit.
No, he could be anything. He could
Yeah.
be.
He could be anything he
yeah,
wants.
He could be the best captain. Like,
But you know what? After watching that movie with him, I went and watched like actual YouTubes of
Mr. Rogers.
Rogers,
Yeah.
like him, and bro, the guy was like a saint. He was
Yeah.
like the nicest person. Was like,
You know what's fucked is that entire movie, I was waiting for the moment where like they just kind of flipped the script and they're like, oh well, like he portrayed himself as this really good guy and then ended up being a fucking, I don't know, it's like I feel like the pedophile is the worst thing you can be. So I was waiting for that moment where I guess it's like pedophile murderer. I was waiting for the moment where they flipped the script on that movie and it never came, and it's just like this guy was really just
No,
a
he's
fucking-
too legit,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
to be like
Oh,
anything
yeah.
more than what he
it
was.
was more the story about the other guy. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
his story. And
the
he
journalist.
was helping him out.
no,
Yeah,
it was really good. You gotta watch it. Man.
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
What the fuck are you doing? You owe Mr.
Anything
Rogers
Tom
that, bro.
Hanks.
I know.
Did
Toy
you guys
Story
watch?
1, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4.
Yeah, I've watched all those.
I'm gonna be honest. After the third one,
Toy Story 3 is amazing.
I think
Yeah,
I
yeah,
watched
yeah.
it. I fell
Amazing.
asleep, and then I
Toy
never
Story
finished.
3?
Yeah, and
Oh
then
my
I
God.
never finished it. I
Dude,
didn't
I
go
It's one
back.
is like that mobster like teddy bear, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The mobs. Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. The Toy Story 4 is the one where they introduced like that special needs fork or something.
Yes, exactly.
Forky.
Yes, Forky.
They
Yes.
made someone made their own toy. They took a plastic fork. This is when you like Hollywood's just running out of ideas. They made took a plastic foil.
Yeah, that was the character.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, I
But
swear.
it's fucking
He was
ridiculous.
trash. He was actually trash, and he told.
Oh, he's a trash fork.
Yeah, and he told Woody, he's like, "You're just like me." He's like, "You're trash.
You're
Did he
fucking
literally-
garbage.
You're fucking garbage. You're shit, man."
Talking shit to Woody.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
It
You
was
don't
probably the best.
disrespect Woody like that, man.
Did you guys watch Mr. Rogers? I feel like I know all these shows, but I don't
Yes.
remember ever fully watching.
It was
all
a
of
long
them.
time ago. It's
Yeah.
like fucking Bob Ross in the painting. Did you ever actually
Oh,
watch
dude.
it?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, I did Pappyland.
What's that?
Pappy Land.
Yeah, no?
The fuck is that?
What?
Pappy Land.
Yeah, Pappyland.
You're
Is
trying,
that what
you're trying to
the-
say Nanaland?
No, it's Pappyland.
Babylon is with the penguin.
No.
That's Pingu.
That's Pengu.
That's Pingu. But
Pingu,
there's
Yeah,
Pappyland.
Pingu.
It's like, it was Bob Ross, but on a YTV.
I thought you were gonna say like steroids or something.
Yeah.
We're going to paint some fucking trees here.
See that fucking bush?
Gets the painting going. It's like a jar of protein. We're gonna add some green in here.
But yeah, anyways, I don't know how to explain it, man. But it was like the Bob Ross of YTV. It was Pappyland. There was Dudley the Dragon.
Dudley
No,
the Dragon
that
was
yeah.
the shit.
That yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the shit.
Don't know what
Rupert
Pappy
was-
Land is ever. Rupert.
Yeah.
Rupert, yes, and his friend Podgy.
Podgy the pig.
Podgy.
Benjamin Franklin.
Franklin the turtle.
No,
yeah.
Benjamin Franklin is the guy.
He's the guy that got electrocuted.
By the end of this podcast, I'm just going to look dumb as shit.
It's okay. It's okay.
We've done
If you look smart, that's not the point of it, man. You gotta look
exactly.
dumb.
We've done this 85 times. I don't think there's anybody who thinks we're smart anymore.
You know those guys on Beyond the Bench? They're fucking geniuses.
Every now and then we throw in like a little tidbit of wisdom.
Yeah, we throw some knowledge in there. It's nice. You know.
Yeah, but those shows were the shit though. So there was what? Mr. Dressup, there was Mr. Rogers,
The big comfy couch.
the big comfy couch. Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't she
30-second cleanup, bro. You
Her.
cannot clean your house
Yeah.
in
Her.
30 seconds unless you're on speed
What
or some
what happened
shit.
to her?
She was a crack addict.
I knew
Did a lot of
something was
drugs.
off with her.
Her, yeah, she did a lot of drugs.
But her
Well,
clock thing is crazy. How do you stretch like that? Fuck.
Maybe that's why, like,
You think she's
nowadays
so
all guys are like, I want a girl that's flexible.
put your legs at 12 to 1.
Dude, I think
10 and 4.
I think about this sometimes because those shows. You know how they do? They talk about that thing where like Disney movies used to have like subtle penises and like
Yeah.
vaginas or whatever on the screen. I always think sometimes if those shows, in some way or fashion, incentivized kids or gave people like the idea to try drugs later on, because all these shows, it's like someone's got to be on fucking mush or something to think of like Sesame, a big yellow bird. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, that guy's tripping on acid
yeah,
for sure.
you know.
Wait, he had an imaginary friend also. What is his name? Mr. Snuffleupagus.
Mr. Snuffleupagus.
Yes. He did, I swear. Yeah, dude, it's fucked up, dude.
Where are you coming out with these things?
I'm not a joke. I don't know
No,
why.
I believe you. Just
For
like
some
so
reason,
random.
cartoons and like little child shit, I have a
No,
bank
it's
full of
amazing.
that.
It's
We
just
need a
that-
fact checker, like somebody that's there, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
that's truthful.
Oh my God.
How do you spell Snuffleupagus? Snuffleupagus.
Mr. Snuffleupagus?
Oh,
I'm not
man.
even sure.
Can you use that in a sentence, please?
My friend was tripping on acid and found Mr. Snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus.
Apparently they're introducing a gay couple to Sesame Street now. There's like a couple
I'm
of
not- I'm not-
puppets.
I'm not surprised.
Apparently,
I wouldn't be. Well, wasn't Bert and Ernie gay?
were they? I
No,
think it
when
was
they're
like
just best friends.
I think there was like some subtle gay undertones with Bert and Ernie. They're sleeping in the
most
same bed.
probably. They would sleep
They
in
would?
the same bed?
Weren't they in the same bed? I feel like they were in the same.
I don't know
bed.
which Sesame Street you were
yeah,
watching.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
It aired after Blue Nuit. Blue Nuit.
Wow, I remember Blue Nuit. That was like
yeah,
classic.
yeah.
I used to wait up. I was like,
Oh,
what, like
yeah,
in
yeah,
grade
yeah.
5, bro. I was like, I need to like jerk off to the soft porn for some reason.
Something, anything.
It's like I just need to like.
give me
It's just
something.
it's just tits though. There's nothing else.
Yo, I swear to God, in elementary, I was like a fucking pervert, bro.
Bro, I was the
Fucking
biggest
was it?
fucking pervert in elementary school.
I think I humped everything in the house, bro.
I swear to God, the first time you hump something, you realize you came, and you're like, "Holy shit! Wait, did I just?" come?
Wait, okay. So there's the first time you came,
Yes.
like you had an orgasm.
I used to
Yeah.
shoot blanks.
But that's it.
Yes, yeah,
but
for sure.
how much was your mind blown the first day you dropped the load and you're like, I'm like in the points, bro. I can do that shit now.
I don't remember my transition. I don't remember the transition. One day I was shooting blanks, the other day I was just coming,
Yeah,
and
I
I don't
just-
know how it went.
And did I make a big deal out of it? No, I don't think so.
Seriously? Dude, I was
No.
like, what?
No, like
But I used to
yeah.
jerk off under the covers. I remember
Yeah.
like not have to clean up. I was like, wow, this is mental because like no cum used to come out,
Yeah,
right?
I
No,
know.
And
it
was-
was, it was so much easier. You didn't have to like really
There's
work
no-
at
there's
it.
no-
No,
no,
I used to
it's
like
it.
just play with the tip and it would just like fucking explode. Like just kind of rub my fingers together like a coin.
I never had that transition though. I didn't have the moments where like I would jack off and nothing would come out. I remember specifically. I've talked about this on the podcast before. I remember
Yeah.
the moment where I jacked off the first time, and as I was about to come,
I thought you
it's a
had to pee.
sense. I thought I had to piss.
Yeah.
So I was just like, what the fuck? So I stopped jacking it. I ran to the bathroom and I was like, nothing came out. So I was like, okay, let me try this again, but standing over, the toilet in case I piss. And then I just blew a load. And I was like, oh, wow, that felt strangely good. And it's like, what jacking off is. I remember, I think I was in like 6th grade or something. I feel like maybe I started jacking off much later than other people.
I was super young. I think I was just younger than average, to be honest.
Probably
So,
grade
I feel
3.
Grade 4 going to grade 5.
I know by grade
It's true.
grade 2.
Grade
second
4,
grade.
my first boner. Like strong boner in class.
Versus a weak boner.
We all fucking did it. We all put our dicks
into the waistband.
You have to put in the waistband. You have to put it up.
I've never done that.
Yeah, that was a big thing in high school. It was just like you have to get up to go like blow your nose or something.
Yeah.
The Kleenex is always across the fucking classroom. You got to get up and there's just a big boner in your
But
pants.
how
and
would
you're
you
like, oh, man.
subtly put your dick in your waistband? Like,
Well,
You
just
grab it
kinda
from
like-
your inside and you kind of like just bring it up.
I'm really good at it. I did it just with my legs at a point.
Do you-
No, I
Do you think that people who started jerking it earlier are the same people who had sex much earlier than everybody else?
No.
No. How come?
I
don't think there's a correlation
only
between
over.
like heavy masturbation as a kid and having sex.
Yeah.
Like you're introduced to like sex life in quotations, I guess, like much earlier than everybody else, right? So like,
Yeah.
we all know those people who had sex at like, yeah, I lost my virginity at 13 years old. You know,
yeah,
it's like,
no, that wasn't the case.
no, definitely not for me. Jesus Christ. I think about that sometimes, and I'm like, fuck, 14 years old.
That's crazy.
People are fucking apparently giving blowjobs in the bathroom now, like fucking 11 years old. Like kids are doing fucking cocaine at like 12.
Bro,
Yeah,
you know what I was doing at 11? I don't even know what I was
Cocaine
doing,
on
but it wasn't
someone's
that.
yeah. Apparently, like kids today, man, like
No, they're
I
all
have
they're,
some,
they're,
like,
they're out of control.
Bro, they're having
I
sex
thought
super
we
young.
were bad, and then if you, like,
it just gets
you're
worse.
hearing shit like that.
They're doing drugs super young. And
Yeah.
like, not just like, okay, smoking weed, not to say that.
They don't even
fucking is a
smoke weed, bro. They just do blow.
No, but
They
yeah,
just
that's
jump
what?
straight into it, man.
They're
Let's go.
popping-
There's no gateway drug
There's,
anymore.
there's no easing into cocaine. It's just, let's just do it at a young age. They're out of control.
cocaine.
Yeah, they're out of control. These kids, man. At least us, it was we kind of like rebel, but like with weed
Yeah,
a bit,
yeah,
you know.
We did a bit. I like I
Smoke a little bit of weed.
I trickled in my drugs. I went around. But then
Do you
that was
remember?
it.
No,
Do you
them
remember?
out of
You
control.
guys don't have to answer this. I don't know if you're comfortable talking about this, but do you remember the first time you tried? What was the weed? I guess right. Is the
Weed
first,
was
yeah?
the first
Oh,
thing
I-
I tried.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Do you remember your first time?
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember, and I wanted to bring home my Subway sandwich.
I wanted to save it forever.
I swear, I told my
Marry it.
friend, I'm like, dude, please, can I bring this home? He's like, dude, do what you want, It's your
Why are you asking him permission to bring him a
Dude, I
sandwich?
was just so high, and it was insane. It was the best sandwich I've ever had.
What
in
was
my life.
inside? The chicken or steak?
I think it was chicken.
It's too high. What was in it?
The pizziola,
The
right?
pizziola,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the
it was
shit.
that, yeah.
That's the shit. They don't even make it anymore. It was on like the secret menu, and then they took it out.
Yeah, it's probably because it was so like it's fucking probably like
Like, horrible. As is
Horrible.
everything else there.
it's probably disgusting. Yeah.
Did you ever believe that guy who fucking lost, like Jared? Do you ever believe that he lost weight on fucking Subway?
he did.
Did he really, or
Yeah,
was
he
that
But
just a
did.
marketing
even
scheme?
him, he's a
He's a
pedo.
pedophile. He's
Yeah.
a serious
Yeah.
pedo.
See,
too.
everybody's pedos.
But like I said, Mr. Dress Up Cool.
No, Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, I don't know, man.
What are you talking about?
Well, dude, he had a lot of neighbors. That's
Bro,
all. Just
wait.
Fuck,
Okay,
I
wait,
don't
wait.
know, man.
Let's-
Why did they have so many neighbors? Did
Listen,
people come in
listen.
and leave?
Who's more likely to be a pedo, Mr. Rogers or Mr. Dress Up? Think
Okay,
about
but
it.
it's always the guy that lives by
Something about
himself.
dressing, bro.
I'm just saying, why does he have so many neighbors? Does the people move in and then they leave because they have a fucked up neighbor named Mr. Rogers? Is it that?
At one point, just be like, "Will you be my neighbor?" Be like, "Nah, man."
nah,
Nah,
I'm
I'm
selling
good.
this
Putting the house for sale tomorrow.
But yeah, so it was same thing for you. It was weed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And no, I remember my first time. It was like after our exams. It was like in June. I was finishing Sec 3. Bro, I never got so high, but it was just a good time.
The first
I
time
wish-
is the best time. You're
But that's
so
it.
fucking
Yeah,
high. Just like,
so
what is
high.
this?
I feel like we all, once you start smoking weed, you're just kind of searching for that same first high again.
Yeah.
That's like most drugs,
That's every
Yeah.
drug.
like
Yeah.
cocaine and everything that you fucking.
If you would smoke a joint now, you would like a full joint. You would feel that again.
No. I smoke joints maybe once or twice every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and I'll smoke like a good majority of it. Maybe not a full.
A good majority
Yeah.
of the joint.
No,
guys.
it's
Yeah.
because
I feel like
it's
it's
because
the same.
I roll like these joints like this, right? Over the years, I developed like an allergy to the weed. So if I play with it too much and I touch my skin,
Really?
I'll get hives on my skin.
Yeah.
Really?
And then,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so get this: you're getting high, right? What's
Yeah.
the last thing you want? Allergies, where you're sneezing every 2
Yeah,
seconds.
of course.
So-
You're not just uncomfortable,
So
right?
I just have these pre-rolled cones. I grind it up, I scoop it up, and it's like minimal contact.
Oh yeah, those ones.
So yeah.
But apparently it's the because I get the same thing. if you crunch the weed or you like manipulate the weed too much, whether it's in the pape or like outside of the pape, your body has a reaction to like, it's called the kush. We call it the kush dust.
Yeah, the kush does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I get the same. I start sneezing. My eyes are all fucked up. If I get too high, my allergies.
I'm the
just
same
go
way.
through
I
the
sneeze.
fucking
I
roof.
sneeze when I roll a joint. I don't know
Wow.
why. And then like, you ever
I
like
didn't
roll a
even know that was
joint
a
and for
thing.
example, like instead of touching your arm, you like scratch your balls and then like
Oh,
you're
no.
done.
What?
Like, you ever like scratch your balls like while you're chilling?
Yeah.
Okay, obviously. You ever roll a joint and then like forget you roll a joint and then like go for your nuts and scratch them? Game over. Game over.
I was cutting a pepper once.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
And-
no, that's
dude,
not fun, man.
dude.
And then you didn't wash your hands and you touched your balls?
No, I touched my dickhead. I think I went to the bathroom to pee, right? So I'm there,
Yeah.
and then I dab with the toilet
Yeah, of
paper
course.
after,
Yeah.
you clean it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then somehow the hand touched there, and bro, it fucking burned.
Yeah, dude, it's
It
crazy.
really,
we went
really
to Marco, Marco Petrella.
Yeah.
We went to his place, I think last year for his birthday, and we had ordered a shitload of pizza, and he brought out this vial or this jar or whatever of hot sauce, had some toothpicks next to it, but didn't say anything to anybody. Like, I guess he was waiting to come back out with the other shit that he was going to give to people before telling people, like, watch out. So I thought it was like Tabasco or some shit.
Oh,
So I took a piece
it
of pizza
wasn't.
and I poured like 3 or 4 drops on it, okay? This thing, dude, is called apparently Satan's blood.
Oh,
It's
yes, I've heard of it.
800,000 Scoville.
Yeah.
I was on the floor next to the shed in his backyard, like heaving, just spitting out. I had to drink a carton of milk. Like, it was, dude, that bad. And so I remember afterwards, when I finally like recovered after 30 minutes of almost dying off this hot sauce, I go and take a piss, and then I come back, and for like I didn't think about it. For a little while, I'm just there. I'm like, oh my god, my dick, man. Like, my dick is like really burning. What the fuck? So he looks at me. He's like, did you go take a piss? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, did you wash your hands? I'm like, ah, fuck. So I had to go to his bathroom, take my boxers off,
Yeah.
throw them out, and I had to literally like
But it's
splash
like, why would
water
you
on my
wash your
dick.
hands before taking a piss? You know what I mean?
You wouldn't.
Obviously, you
Yeah,
wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
No.
So it's like, what
Well,
is
you
that?
should,
think,
though.
yeah,
Be-
exactly. You should.
Because
You
we do
should.
touch a lot of the different things, and then after we go and touch our dickheads. And
In reality, it should
Okay,
be reversed. You should
It
wash your
should
hands
be,
before
yes,
you piss.
Yeah,
Because,
because-
does my dick have AIDS all over it on a regular basis?
Nobody was even questioning if you have AIDS now.
No, yeah.
Questionable.
I don't know. Okay, HIV, anything.
It's just as bad. That's not as bad, actually.
Okay, dirt.
But we should definitely be washing our hands because if you think about it, like, listen, maybe you get a blowjob in a couple of hours.
Give the bird a bath.
Technically, now it's all dirty.
Okay, have you ever went to the bathroom? Okay, so like you went out, you maybe you played some sports, you did something, then you realized that you were about to get a blowjob through that night. Do you go to the bathroom and wash your dick really fast so the girl, like,
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
very impressed.
It's
I
called
actually,
giving the bird a bath.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I'll just like be upfront to me. Like, listen, I gotta hop in the shower, man. Like,
No,
I've
if
been
you're not
out-
home,
I've
if you're
been
not
out-
home,
They're not home yet.
not home yet.
But they're gonna get there in like seconds. Like you only
No,
have
I think
time
I
to
think any scenario I've been at home or there's been a shower where I'm like, listen, I'm just gonna jump in. Give me.
Okay, you can't take a shower.
Okay, whoa. If we're asking about the future, of course. If I'm limited to the sink, I gotta use the sink, bro.
You only got a little fountain, you know, and then you just a
They used to
little
do that
piece
at
of
house
soap.
parties.
There's a bidet in the house. You turn on the bidet.
At house parties, in case, just in case.
Just in case.
At a
okay,
house
like
party?
a house party.
Wash your dick.
When
Imagine
in-
someone walks in, you're washing your dick in
Yeah.
someone's sink. I'd be like, bro, what are you doing?
When in doubt, hand soap. But like if somebody would walk in, okay, let's say as a guy, you walk into a bathroom, you see somebody doing like, can you even judge him?
No.
Be like, you know
No.
what, dude? Like, fucking congrats. Like, you're
Yeah.
about to go get a blowjob.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're
Well,
doing.
I mean, it's not for sure. He's just getting prepared for the maybe.
He wants to be ready, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
What if a girl walks in, you're washing your dick?
do you think that those moments in life, you know, those porn moments where it's like the guy
Absolutely.
comes. You think those are actual things that happen in life?
I don't think like full on pizza delivery. Like I'm sure it's
No.
happened. It's happened, guaranteed in this world.
Yeah.
Somebody has like fucked their
Mm.
client, bringing
Well-
them pizza.
Well, who is it? Riley Reid. She took an Uber and she just booked the guy.
Who's this?
Yeah,
Riley
she
Reid.
blew, she blew a
Porn
guy.
star.
Yeah,
You don't know who Riley Reid? Don't fake it, bro. We're all.
She
Don't fake it. If you don't know who Riley Reid is, I'm starting to question which section of Pornhub you're on.
Oh, the most fucked up section.
yeah. There's dark Pornhub. I'm there.
like I see those things sometimes where it's like porn star fucks fan, you know, and it's just,
Yeah.
like, is that a real? You know, sometimes like
I
they'll
think so.
put a title on something and
Yeah.
it's not actually real. Are those things like? Is it actually a fan that they're fucking? And if so,
Oh,
how can
yeah.
I become one of these fans?
You probably have to pay for them though.
Oh yeah,
Put your name on the
I don't-
list.
I don't even
It's
think
a
so.
raffle.
Like I'm pretty sure some of them like it's just like, oh, you're a fan, and it's like, okay,
yeah.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Like
Really?
rarely, but he must be happy.
Well, if
the
any
guy.
porn stars watch this, let us know.
Imagine like you just like you get the opportunity to fuck a porn star and you just like. Would you care if like you came fast or you fucked her like shit? You know what I mean? Or would you
Oh,
really want to make an
absolutely
impression?
fucking not.
Absolutely
Not.
not.
Absolutely not. They get like, are you kidding me? They have like 1,000 dicks a day. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I will not be able to.
She's
like,
not gonna
keep
remember
up
me in
with-
20 minutes from now.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
swear, man. They're just another number on their list.
You would have to last for your own personal experience, though. There's no point in like you're gonna like do all that and have like this
back to-
memorable moment
Take a
and
video.
just yeah.
It's so
You
quick, it's a
definitely have-
Snapchat.
You
bro.
definitely have to film it though. That for sure. You have to definitely film that.
Do you think like, because there's been moments in life where you've had sex and you last like fucking like 10 seconds or whatever, you know, like 15 seconds, 20 seconds. It happens, dude. You know what I mean? Like people.
Sometimes it's like record breaking.
Yeah.
What
It's like
happened?
really, really quick.
Yeah.
Does that make it bad for you? Like technically speaking, you came, right?
No, you just gotta, the way you interpret it, you just gotta be like, you know what, this time I'm gonna go super fast. Like, I wanna do it on purpose. Don't make it a bad thing anymore. Embrace it. You know what, I'm gonna be quicker than ever today.
What, you're gonna
Fuck
race
it.
yourself?
Yeah, it's just top records.
For me,
you got the
top
record
records?
for longest lasting and how fast can I go?
Oh yeah.
You just gotta see which mood today is, and you embrace it, baby. That's it.
I think the least amount of time I've ever lasted was like, I want to say like 40 seconds, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, I
really-
think I've done less than that,
Yeah?
man. Oh, guaranteed.
like
Guaranteed.
really,
Like a
really
couple of
fucking-
strokes, I'm just there. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, but you say
Yeah,
it
yeah,
though.
yeah,
You say
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you say it. Listen, like, this is what it is. Like,
Yeah,
it's one of
yeah.
those things where, like, literally, like, she'll just touch your dick and you're gonna just explode.
Yeah.
I gotta be
That's what it
honest
is.
with you. It hasn't happened to me. Like,
No?
like I probably say
Well,
the
excuse
shortest.
me.
No, but
My God.
Excuse
Excuse me.
but no, like I don't know. I think probably 4 minutes or so.
That's pretty good.
What's the average time for? I gotta look this up. What's the average time for males lasting in sex?
I would say at least like 15 minutes.
I was
Okay.
gonna say 12.
Yeah, between 10 and like 25
The
minutes.
thing is that if you switch in position throughout
yeah,
the whole time,
but that's
you know,
just penetration, no foreplay, just straight up like
straight
having
up
sex.
and
Yeah.
non-stop, like,
Yeah, like
12 minutes.
But that's like after like she sucked your dick and you ate her out, and after all that, that could be like a half an hour of foreplay
Yeah,
with a
yeah,
15-minute
exactly.
penetration.
Yeah, depends on many factors and can vary from time to time. I guess one of the factors.
No shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. One of the factors being positioning, I guess. Measured on a stopwatch. Can you imagine somebody's just in the corner? All right, go.
Guys in the room, like
Frank's
they're
in the back
watching.
corner with a stopwatch and a towel. Bro, you need some Gatorade? I got you. Empties the bucket on your head when you finish.
It takes an average of 5 to 7 minutes for a man to reach orgasm and ejaculate, but the overall range is wide, from less than 1 minute to over half an hour.
Okay.
So I guess but 5 to 7
Yeah.
minutes seems
I
reasonable.
think giving
like,
us a 30-minute time.
Well, it's 5 to 7 minutes of just.
I saw a thing actually where it takes 5 to 7 minutes on average for a man to orgasm, but it takes a woman like 25 or 26 minutes to orgasm,
Jesus.
including foreplay and
So we can
stuff.
orgasm 3 times before they do.
Yeah. So
technically.
one, imagine we were able to orgasm as many times as women are, and 2, imagine how you must feel as a girl. Like if the guy comes in 5 minutes, you're like, wow, like I'm not even there yet.
You're not even like 20% there.
Yeah. Can you hold the fuck on, man? Jesus
Imagine it took
Christ.
us 25 minutes to jizz every single time.
But I think that they it's a compliment kind of, because it means that like it means they're hot. It means you're more attracted to them, I guess. Like
It could also mean you're just really fucking horny like in that moment.
I don't think that it means you're more attracted to them though. Like I think you're attracted to them because you're fucking them, obviously. But I don't.
You're
know,
you're already pretty much at peak attractiveness
Yeah,
towards them
exactly.
for the most part.
to fuck them.
Yeah, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, to
Well,
fuck them exactly.
I don't know. We've all done our.
Yeah, we all.
Let's not go into that. We're just gonna skip that one.
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to bring this up today on the podcast. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but there's a show on Netflix that just started its 2nd season. We've spoken about this before. You know what show I'm talking about.
It's not too hot to handle.
Too Hot to
Get outta
Handle
here.
has a 2nd season that just started. You guys ever hear about this show?
Yes, I've heard about that.
No.
Show,
Okay,
yeah.
Too Hot to Handle basically is it's a reality show. Okay,
Yeah.
and I mean whatever. Full disclosure,
gonna
I'm a
watch it.
fucking reality show addict. It's a reality show where they get a bunch of like, let's say 4 guys, 4 girls, really, really good-looking people. They fly them out to an island under the premise that it's a reality show where people are going to be hooking up and dating and stuff like that. And when they get there, after a day, they find out that the whole show is about basically creating like stronger emotional connections, and you're not allowed to have sex, touch, pet, masturbate, anything sexual.
You can cuddle,
throughout
though.
the entire time. You can cuddle throughout the entire time, and if you do, every time you do, no matter who it is, there's money deducted from the prize pool for each person. So there's
Yeah.
$100,000 at stake, basically.
Oh, really?
But the worst part about this and what makes it interesting is that it's like a pool for everybody. So let's say, for example, you and him
Yeah.
would go hook up. Let's just say, okay? Yeah, he's not.
I'm on top.
You're gonna ruin it for everybody else.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
point.
That's okay. That's what
So
I.
people
that's
get
letting
pissed.
it go down.
Yeah. So it's like a team effort kind of thing, you know?
What? I can't be on top. Why do you have to fucking be on top?
I'm just scared, bro. I don't even want to think about it, bro. I'm very visual. You say that. That's running in my head right now.
I'm not visual. I'm not thinking about that.
It ain't
It's a
pretty,
fucking
man.
joke. Relax, man. I'm not gonna do you from the top.
I got
Only
new
from the
issues.
bottom.
I got new issues to handle with my therapist.
The show basically is that premise. So there was the first season like right before right when the whole COVID thing started, and now the second season just came out a couple of days ago, and I found out today.
But they know now.
No, so basically the people who are on the show now know what the show is, but they still get flown out thinking it's something else. So
It's like they're like, oh, it's Big Brother, it's Big Brother.
yeah,
and then
exactly,
bang.
exactly. And so like I watch the show sometimes, especially now with the second season. So I have my couple of questions are this: one, would you be able to do it?
No.
Would you be able to do it assuming you can masturbate?
No. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Would you say the prize was $100 grand?
100 grand.
We're all going back in negative. We owe them money at this point because of me. You're gonna have to pull out a mortgage. Forget about it. We lost in the first 6 hours. Done.
I'm gonna get into fights with everyone. I'm like, why the fuck did you have to fucking have sex with her, dude? Like, come on, look at the money. Like, what's wrong with you? After the show,
Everybody's
then-
chilling. Where's Jake? And you just see the number going down. Guys, it must be fucked up. No, it's Jake. It's Jake.
He's aggressively jerking it in the shower.
Bro, first of all, I'm sure they fucking jerked off in that show,
Exactly.
though. There's no way that they didn't jerk off.
You're-
There can't be cameras everywhere.
Exactly. There's no cameras in the
There
bathroom.
is, there is. Like, kind of like overhead of the shower, there's still like a blockage.
Yeah.
So you can't see, but like, I mean.
What if I'm taking a shit and then what? I'm just gonna jerk
I
off at the
think
same
I
time?
think you
Like-
Yeah.
I think you sign
So?
up for it. Like when you're getting on the show, you sign up for the fact that you're going to be watched everywhere. They can't legally show you taking the shit, but technically speaking, they could film you if you've signed off on it. I think.
Listen, okay, I've been a teenager, okay. I mastered masturbating in silence, okay.
Mastered
I think
masturbation.
any male is a master at masturbating in silence,
Yes,
bro.
that's true.
Have you ever jerked it at work?
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
still live with
Hell
my
yeah,
parents,
dude,
so
you
imagine. I'm moving out now, but I still live with them. You know what? Just blast that TV a little bit louder, and that's it.
I can't. I still remember, man. I just thought about this right now. Like the feeling of jerking it when you're living at your parents' house and you're literally jerking it, but your ears, you feel like a fucking dog.
It's not even that.
You're like this.
And you're staring at the fucking door just to see if that little
Yeah,
handle just jiggles a little. You know, just sort of like,
Bro, the slightest sound.
Have you ever been caught by your parents?
yeah, like not really like full on. I'm not fucking like, you know, but
I'm like-
they'll come in and I'll just like, what?
Well, no, that was
Well,
doing
of course,
yoga.
you're breathing a little hard, you know, like
You always look the most suspicious, though. You're like,
your cock's out under the sheets.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just like, what, man?
This is a question in my head. Whenever that would happen, I would always be like, "Oh fuck, man! If they ask me to like, for whatever reason, can you just pull the sheets down for a second?" Just a big fucking boner. Like I'm screwed if they ask me to put the fucking sheets down.
Yeah, that would never happen. Hopefully not. That'd be fucking weird.
Just to go back to the too hot to handle thing. So my question was, would you be able to do it? 2, would you be able to do it if you were allowed to masturbate? I feel like if I was allowed to jerk it on the show, I would be like, you know what, whatever, man. For 100K, like I'll take the 3 weeks, I'll take the 4 week hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it
And-
4 weeks?
I think it's 3 or 4 weeks or something
But
like
they
that.
just throw
but-
you hot chicks,
Yeah,
man.
that's
So
it.
it's hard. And then like more come. You're like, what's
Yeah.
going on?
Like everybody on the show is gorgeous, dude. You know what I mean? Like they're
Like it's
they're-
all like beautiful people. Guys are good, crazy, good looking. Girls are beautiful. Like it's just
sexual tension, and especially after a year of like
Where's-
lockdown where people are just fucking extra horny. And then my
Yeah.
third question was this: so now that the show, it's in its second season, okay? So the people, once they realize, oh shit, I'm on Too Hot to Handle, it's like, okay, well, I know now that whatever. Spoiler: last season, at the end of it, they all ended up walking away with I think 12 grand each or something like that.
not even.
Something stupid, like a very minuscule amount. But the fame that they achieved because of it brought them so much more success.
Yeah.
So if I'm there on the second season and I know that this show is going to be watched by millions and millions of people, and I know I'm probably more likely than not going to become famous, fuck it, dude. I'm just going to fuck anyone and everything in that place. I don't care what money I get when I leave there because I'm going to get so many sponsorships and deals once I leave.
you're gonna get a call from Trojan, bro.
Think about it that way.
You
Like,
make
why
more
not?
money in the long run after.
What are we gonna do with
Yeah.
12
What's
grand?
the 12 grand? Honestly, the
Yeah.
experience is worth more than the 12 grand. You're
So
on
you just
vacation.
you tell everyone, shut the fuck up, let me bang her. Like,
Yeah,
why?
yeah.
What do you?
I feel like
Why are you cock blocking me, bro?
Yeah.
I feel like
The
on that,
cameraman's there.
on that show, I feel like the people who aren't getting anybody
Are the ones that
who
wanted
are like,
the
God guys,
funny.
can we just not, please? Guys, please, keep it in your pants. It's like, dude, just wait till you find someone that comes in. You know what I mean? But they're just like they're beautiful. There's like one girl again. Like there was what was her name? Francesca in the first season.
Yeah, she became like mega famous though. You see? Yeah, and she was like pissed.
I
She's the
never
one that
really
this girl was like fucking everybody. No, at one point.
Now, did they get more famous because they fucked more, or did they get?
Regardless, they got
No,
famous.
yeah, regardless.
Was
they got
there like
famous.
some people that didn't have sex once and he became or she became
think-
famous too?
I would assume it's just the presence on the show and like
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
much it got airtime and the personality.
It's
the
crazy
character.
how many people watch this show actually. It's,
Yeah, dude. Well, like reality TV is just like that's the reason why it's so popular is
Yeah.
because people can like put themselves in that situation like we're doing now and be like, fuck, would I be able to do that? And I like reality TV, but for some reason this show has always kind of stuck out to me. One, because it's like a different premise, but two, because I find it actually cool because at the end of it, some people who are like notorious horn dogs or whatever actually end up realizing, oh, it's chill to like find someone that you're in a relationship with. It's chill to find somebody that you enjoy being around. You know what I mean? And so it puts the onus on
Onus.
Like, it puts the onus on finding
Let me
like
Google search that.
finding someone.
I know what
you
that
love.
means.
He does this shit like once an episode, man. I don't know what the fuck he says. What
It's just
do you
like
think onus means?
onus?
He puts the onus, the emphasis.
That's the emphasis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
owning yourself. Onus.
Owning the moment. I don't know.
We're so stupid.
But that's the point of the show anyways, is to like try to find love. And the main there was like they all get their airtime, but there's the ones that are like more popular, so the camera
Yeah,
focuses
yeah.
more on them.
Yeah.
In the last season, it was the guy and the girl that like fell in love.
That's what I
But
want
bro,
to know.
they're already not even together anymore, so I feel like it's all
But
bullshit.
that's what I want to know. Like,
anyways.
do actually people come out of that show and they?
Well, apparently there was two couples that came out
Yeah.
of it. There was like that fucking there was two like broads obviously, and both of them are not together anymore from what I've read and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But that's
Justin
the thing,
does
you
his
know?
follow-up work
It's
on
most
the,
of
No,
It
but
all-
like that was when it was all over the place. And
but
it's
even like The Bachelor, and half of them are not together anymore.
yeah.
Like what? You spend what a month with the person, and
It's
then
not
after that,
realistic.
then you go into a house and you're like, shit, this guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah, this guy sucks.
Or
man.
this girl is
This girl
goddamn
fucking
fucking
sucks.
mental. Okay,
Do you
know?
think? Do you think that people go onto these shows anymore or ever really, actually believing that something might come of it, or do you think it's just all for like clout and shit?
Nowadays, clout.
Yeah.
I feel like the main intention is clout,
Yeah.
growing on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes...
It's it's funny that you mentioned social media because when we were younger, and these reality shows have been around forever. When we were younger, social media presence wasn't as big a thing as it is now, right?
Yeah.
So, The Bachelor, when did it start? Like in 2002 or something like that? Like Twitter, Instagram, all
Yeah.
these things weren't around. So it's like, what now people go onto reality TV shows with the hopes that they're going to come out with like 200,000 followers
Yeah.
on Instagram, and then that'll lead to whatever the fuck you become an
Because you have
influencer.
Well,
sponsors after, and
Yeah.
it's just
But
the
that's
money
it.
rolls.
Like the Quebec show we have Occupation Double, right?
Yeah.
So most of the people that go on that come out with like they gain 50K followers, whatever, and from there, if you maximize it, you can actually make something out of it,
Yeah,
right? So
sure.
you get a fun experience just going on the show. Usually, you're doing some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
And then you get the following that goes with it, and who knows, you might be able to make some money. If you don't, you still got the experience.
Does it feel like work? Like, do you feel like going on
I
a
wonder
show
if
like
it's
that?
really stressful.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
know,
is it like
like-
a
Well-
stressful? Like, am I going to like a 9 to 5 job, or is it really just like I'm on the
Man.
beach and I'm really enjoying
I
myself?
think personally,
know, man.
I think personally, and this is just by having watched these shows, and I might be wrong. I feel like it might be a bit more stressful for the girls on there. Because you look at them sometimes and you're just like, wow, this girl has like literally the amount of makeup that a girl puts on when they're going out every night, but for a day-to-day thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up. And look, let's be honest, girls obviously take more time to get ready than guys do because of all the extra stuff that they do. There's nothing wrong with it; they're allowed to.
Yeah.
But these girls on these shows, and they're on a beach, okay? This is like on an island, and they're like fully make-uped out, lashes, brows, foundation, whatever the fuck, the hair's done, everything's done. And one of the girls in the first season apparently spent like on the way there like $15,000 on just bikinis to wear because
yeah.
as girl, like as a guy, I do not wear the same bathing suit for the entire fucking 4 weeks. I don't give a
I
shit.
have one bathing suit, man.
Yeah,
You know
one
what I
thing
mean?
is- be
Put
careful
in the
of those
wash
shit
every like
stains,
2-3
you know,
days, you're good, man.
Flip it inside out.
Put it inside out.
different.
Fuck, that's it. That's all you need,
Yeah, but
man.
you don't think they have makeup artists? You know that
For sure,
on,
yeah.
on the spot, yeah, but,
Yeah,
but most of those girls were already rich. Like that girl Chloe, the British one. I think she was already like a model or some shit.
Oh,
These
for
people,
real?
they're picked. They're hand
Yeah,
chosen.
so
there
They
you
go.
apply, but it's not people like me and you are gonna go. Like not
No.
some Artie
Oh,
Peters are gonna go to fucking Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah,
you know
Well,
what I mean?
well, just put it this way, right? Let's say we're casting a TV show. You're going to look at all your candidates. You're
Yeah.
going to look at what they have to offer, right? You're going to look at your social media. If you have 10K followers, 20K, I'm like, okay, well, it's more than the guy that's coming with 500 followers.
exactly.
Yeah.
So how can we benefit from the candidates the most,
Yeah.
right? So they're looking at this, and that's how they're gonna choose their best
But yeah, but
candidates.
that's why
for
it's
sure.
like it's not even fair. The average Joe is not gonna be able to go
No,
on
no,
these
no,
shows.
for sure they pick and choose like really like okay, this guy has the look, this guy already has 1,000 followers or whatever. Like
I'm not saying the followers.
100,000,
If the
whatever.
person has the personality, and you know, like this is gonna be the guy that is the entertainment part of the show. They're gonna take you, even if you have 100 followers. But we got the other one that's got 20K. Well, bring him too.
yeah.
Well, we were talking about this a while back. Actually, one of the guys that we know from our Discord was approached, and I think even did some interviews actually for I think it's a Canada-based reality TV show called Love After Lockdown. I don't-
really?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Recently, then.
Yeah, I don't know what ended up happening with it. I don't think he ended up doing it. I think his reasoning actually I agree with, because it's like you go on these shows, man, and you don't know how they're gonna portray you. You're gonna go on. They're filming you 24/7, and if they can, with the footage that they've like amassed throughout the entire 3-week period or 4-week period, if they can make you to look out, make you look
Be a
like this
bad guy.
character, make you look like this character that they
Yeah.
want to make you, they'll do it, and that might not even be at all the way you were acting. But if it sells, you know
Yeah,
what I
so
mean, like
that's
the
what they do,
biggest
exactly.
idiots on these shows are the ones who make
But
the
that
show,
can like
right?
ruin you though.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
thing.
100%.
Well, everybody that sees you now, and then everyone's like, "Oh, you're from that show, aren't you the really fucking weird guy
Yeah,
on
I'm
this
just
show?"
that
Like,
fucking loser from like the
Yeah.
show, or like that weird
the
one, or,
the
like,
one that
whatever.
nobody even liked, and
yeah.
they're like, "Yeah, that's really
Yeah, and people
I
make
don't
all
know.
these judgments about you afterwards forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like,
it's okay, man.
Yeah, it
You
must
know
be.
what?
Yeah,
the guy from American Idol, she bangs. You know what I mean? Like, he's forever known as the chip bang guy. You know what I
How
mean?
he's probably super fucking rich now though, so it's
I
worth
think
it.
didn't he make a remix with Ricky Martin?
No way.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
made
yeah,
it.
yeah.
you made some money.
You see, man,
Like,
you just be stupid sometimes. It works out.
you have to like not care. If
Yeah.
you really don't care, then like you know what, it won't hurt you. But most people,
If you overthink it, forget about
Yeah.
it.
You should have
First,
applied.
it's not gonna work, and it's gonna flop.
I don't know if any of these like reality shows would actually be as popular as they are if they do end up just getting regular Joes. You know what I mean? Like someone guy with
no,
like
you
100
can't.
followers.
No.
You don't think?
No.
Because realistically, let's say somebody's
Mercy.
really good looking or whatever. They don't even have
That's
Instagram.
the thing. They would have to be extremely good
Yeah.
looking though. That's the problem with these shows. Obviously, people complain like, "Oh yeah, it looks," but like that's literally the whole point of the show.
Yeah.
You could be like no offense, if you're super fucking ugly, even if you apply, they're not even gonna look at you. You know what I
like
mean?
what's super ugly? Like a 6, a 4. Like where are you?
Like
how
if
do
you're not
you-
even an 8, and I would say 8 is still bottom tier for
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that type
bottom
of show.
tier.
like it's still.
Yeah, you
like,
gotta be
very
like
low.
a 9 or a 10.
You have to
really,
be.
yeah.
They're all like
Yeah.
9s and 10s. The girls.
Yeah,
But again, like, anyway, for me personally, like when a girl has that much makeup on, man. it's just like-
No. I could like literally like just fucking scoop it.
Listen,
Off
dude,
your
like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been with chicks, man, and I have white sheets in my bed. Okay, I've been with chicks, and the next day you're just like, what the fuck is all this on the? It's like just like a smudge, a smear of
a
something. And you're like,
cream.
come on.
Well, like it's like when a girl gives you a hug and you're wearing like a white T-shirt.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
they give you
forget
a
it.
hug and it's like just
all that
their
foundation.
their
yeah,
side
the
face, just their side
a
profile.
little bit of lip there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just two tones on the face now. It's not the
Why?
same.
Why don't guys go through that same process?
Well, A, because we don't give a fuck, I think, to be honest with you. And B, like, I mean, half our faces are full of hair, so I mean,
Yeah,
how,
really.
how much are you really going to put?
For
I have
real.
the cheeks to work with and like my forehead. That's
Yeah.
it.
Condition the beard. Make
Yeah.
it nice
Yeah.
and slim.
I mean, look, there's grooming habits for
Yes.
men,
Yeah, for
obviously.
You just trim your beard.
Yeah,
Shave your
well,
pubes, fucking, that's it.
yeah.
Call it a day. Cut your fucking nails.
Clean your dick in the sink.
Yeah.
Like, you shave your pubes like with the skin all the time.
No,
or
no,
like-
no, no. A trim.
I always
Trim,
skin.
yeah.
You skin?
I'm a skin boy. Yeah.
You're a skinhead.
Skinhead.
I do.
Yeah.
I do the razor like the lowest one,
Yeah.
and sometimes I'll go with the blade.
Yeah.
And do like
Wow.
the Phillips. Oh no! You know what? Everybody freaks out when you say the blade, but bro, okay, you put a little bit of fucking conditioner or shampoo, and that shit glides, bro.
I have the electric
My
blade, though.
balls
It's better.
are hairless.
The,
Oh, on your
the
balls,
Phillips
yeah.
Phillips
one
one blade.
Yeah,
Yo, I shave my balls with that.
I shave my balls
Amazing.
and my face.
I'll do my balls
I
first,
don't
then
get
my
it.
face
It's
sometimes.
Usually I'm out of the shower. Usually. Out of the shower, and then after I shave everything, you know?
Listen, man, I'm clean, bro. It's all the same
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. It's
What's
all
the
the
difference
same
between the hair on my
skin.
face and hair on my balls?
Thank you.
When growing up, sometimes I thought about this later on in life. I would use my dad's shit, okay? To
He
like,
shaved his nuts for sure with
well,
that.
it's both ways, you know what I mean? Like my dad would use shit to shave his face, and I'm just there like shaving my nuts with it in the shower, you know. And then the opposite, also, he's probably shaving his nuts with it, and I'm using it to fucking, you know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
shave my face much because like there's nothing there, unfortunately. But yeah, no, it's fucked. To go to your point, like the balls, I'll always go skin.
You have to know
Yeah.
skin
Blade,
on
yeah,
skin on
yeah,
Blade
legs.
yeah.
on the balls, skin
Yeah, you
all
have
the
to.
time.
You have to.
It's just more comfortable. You ever get the little prick, the little
Yes,
little,
and then
little
it goes
hairs
on
that-
your
Did you ever shave your balls? You're like, wow, it's so soft.
It is,
after.
it
You're
is.
like, what? That's
We
crazy.
pull the skin, we
Yeah.
make them like
Yeah.
really nut out,
Yeah.
you know, and then you just
It's all technique, man.
It is,
It's
it is.
such precision, and you cut yourself sometimes. You're like, fuck.
But aside from like just like shaving your balls and shaving your face and stuff, is there any other like actual like male grooming things?
Okay, but I have a question, right?
Yeah.
So, you know how women go. so girls don't go get waxed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, a guy can go get waxed, but obviously, the wax is painful. But if there was a service where somebody would fucking groom the shit out of you, like everything, the balls, all that, would you go do it?
100%.
And this exists?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it does. I've
mean,
never looked into
Are
it.
we starting a company?
I would never.
No. Personally, me. We'll get like people that will
Get
do it.
employees to do it for you, right? Yeah.
Listen, for the right amount of pay, listen, people are willing to fucking work at McDonald's for, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you're not shaving nuts all day.
Yeah.
Though. That's the
how
difference.
much would you have to be paid?
Like $50 an hour.
Yeah?
Give me at least $100K. I'll shave some balls.
yeah. I
But
guess.
like how many?
Wait, you said $50 an hour, and then
Yeah.
you jumped to $100K.
Yeah, that's what it is.
$50 an hour is 100K?
It's 100K.
Well, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
But
It is.
but how many fucking balls? Are
Like one a day though. I'm not shaving. I'm not doing like 7 fades a day on some nuts.
7
you know what I mean?
fades?
Like I'm not.
Can I
I'm
have
not doing
just the
that.
sides? I'd like to keep the top a little bit long.
But imagine
You could technically fade from your pubes to your nuts.
Yeah.
You could technically do it.
I'm trying that. I'm trying that next time. Next time I shave,
Clean
I'm
it down.
fading the
Ask
top.
your barber.
Would guys like it depends how much I'm being charged though to do this, you know what I mean? Like, are we talking just my nuts, or is it like my eyebrows, you know what I mean, like all this shit?
A full hair clean.
Yeah.
Your whole body. You
Like
do
even
the
your-
hair,
like even your
you do
asshole,
your
and like your-
eyebrows,
and like your
you
gooch.
do your nose, everything, your gooch, your
Oh,
balls,
the nose,
all of it.
The
all
nose
of
is
it.
a
I'm not
serious
doing all
one.
that.
It's like a
I-
bikini wax, you know, but
No.
like for men.
Too much. A bikini wax.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The gooch, I'd be bro. I don't know how you guys do your gooch, bro. But me, I'm squatting there. I'm like, yo, I should pull out a mirror and look.
The gooch is the hardest part,
Yeah,
though.
you're for sure missing. There's hairs there. There's like it just looks like a mess.
And then the worst part is when you finally get like a good majority of it done. The next couple of days, bro, the hair's coming through, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's becoming like a little bit prickly. So
Yeah.
you're just there all day.
That is a trick though. It really does work, and you're just kind of like working it.
Yeah, when you're trying to scratch your ass to make no one know
Yeah.
you're scratching
But
your ass.
It's the
Everyone
most.
knows- everyone
It's so
knows you're-
fucking obvious.
Yeah, everybody
Just fucking
knows.
moving like this is like.
But
no.
I always wonder this shit. Okay, it's like everybody picks their nose. Everybody has to scratch their ass. You know what I mean? Like, why do we constantly as a society have to pretend like we're not doing these things?
If we didn't pretend, forget about it. I'd be flicking my boogers at everybody. Whoa, bam!
Headshot.
Yeah, you know, you do it in the car, you know, and then after when somebody you look over and you're like, that fucking asshole is
Yeah.
picking his nose right now.
Why do you think why do you
Always.
think these things are such taboo things? Like, 'cause they're
Because it's
personal, I
just
guess.
gross.
But is it like?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking gross. You ever like pull out a booger and be like, "This is nasty."
But it's you. It's your own thing.
like,
yeah, but it's still.
I'm not pulling
disgusting,
someone
bro.
else's boogers out.
Like I constantly hold my balls, okay, and my
Yeah.
sister and my brother-in-law and everybody in my family freaks out. They're like, "Why are you holding your balls?" I'm like, "I like to hold my balls. Like
It's
I'm
warm.
always touching. Like
You do this.
Yeah.
It's like having a warm blanket on you. You just cup your balls like this.
Yeah.
It's like you have a blanket. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but when you have a girlfriend and you're just watching TV or whatever, like
Yeah.
you just put like it's not even a sexual thing. I'm not even trying to like finger you or anything. I just put my hand down like where your crotch is
Oh, yeah,
on your
you
pants.
just chill.
You just chill. It's so nice
Yeah,
and
but
warm.
it's
It's
just-
comforting.
it doesn't stay like steady for long though. That's the problem. It kind of just starts to vibrate.
When I used to work though at this like pavilion in St. Leo, those at the parks,
Yeah,
my
I
job
remember
was to do nothing. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, my job was to do nothing. Okay,
Yeah.
so I would have like a position where like I would have to sleep, and I could sleep on a chair, just like this. Okay, so I would do that all the time at work. But the only way that I would fall asleep is if my hands were in my balls. It was the
Really?
only way. I couldn't fall asleep without having the comfort of my own nuts
Yeah.
in my hand for some reason.
No, I'm
Su-
walking
super
in the
strange.
park. And I see this guy
Oh,
falling
yeah.
asleep
Yeah.
with his hand in his nuts. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
But
calling the
look,
cops, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And the worst part is there's like kids and shit there, so it get a little tricky. But like, but the point like you're hidden. I'm not full on dick out.
No.
I'm hidden under the table. You know what I mean?
It's such a comfortable feeling.
It's
man.
the best.
it really
And you
is.
just like anytime you watch TV, it's like it's
If only girls knew this. Just
It's gotta
put
go.
your hands on my balls and just stay there for a
If
bit.
only they knew. I mean, I'm pretty sure they know.
they know.
No, they don't know. They don't have balls. They don't know, man. fine.
No, but like they know to touch your balls.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they could have that comfort of themselves, girls don't just touch their like.
No, apparently,
private.
no, girls
Yeah?
girls put their hands down their pants too, like the
And
same
they-
thing.
and they just chill.
I don't think they go full, like we go full skin. Like I don't think they're gonna go full on the vag or whatever. But I think that they just like kind of
Interesting.
rest it on their crotch.
I've heard boob grab. I've
Boob,
heard-
yeah,
yeah,
boob,
boob
boob
grab,
grab,
yes.
boob's a big
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Just grab their own
And they
tit.
just grab their own boob and they're just like, I'm gonna
yeah.
sleep with my hand on my boobs.
Holding boobs, the best.
Of course.
yeah.
Of course.
Of course, of course.
The boob hold and the butt squeeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
You know, like when you're cuddling and you just go for the little hump every once in a while. And you're just like, hey.
The cuddle always
I'm
has
just letting you know I'm there.
the thrust. There's one thrust into it, always.
I'm just letting you know I'm there.
Yeah, we've all done this. Every guy with a girlfriend has done this. Is you hump jokingly.
But that's a sign for let's fuck
but
right
that's
now.
a sign like, can we fuck? I don't want to say let's fuck, but can we fuck?
I'm constantly humping my girlfriend.
Are you? I might be wrong about this. Aren't you engaged?
No, I am not engaged.
Oh shit, your girlfriend's gonna listen to this
No,
podcast.
no.
I get pissed now.
This actually was a terrible thing. This happened a joke that
No, the joke is bad.
But basically, we were trying to fuck one of our friends over, and they made up this whole story that I was engaged, and there was a lot more information that is really, really bad.
It gets dark.
It gets
real
super dark. So it was just like, you know what? No, not engaged. Girlfriend, that's it. You know.
I feel like I would be one of those guys. You ever watch those like sports things where like a guy pretends to like get on his knees to propose and he just like ties his shoe or whatever?
I know a friend that did that once to his girlfriend. Like,
Really?
I found out this like recently. It's like he told me, and I was like, "You're actually fucking insane." It was during
I'd
New
be
Year's.
scared to do that to my
It
girlfriend.
was during New Year's or during Christmas in front of the whole family, and he like got down on one knee to his girlfriend. And he was like,
his girlfriend's family.
"No, his own family, thank
Okay.
God."
Jesus.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
That's a
And then
suicide
he,
mission.
Yeah.
He opened the no, like he like fake opened the ring. There was an actual ring, and he's like, "Will you get me a Coke?" She lost it.
For sure, she must have wanted to kill him. She didn't talk to him like for 4 days.
When he actually proposed,
Yeah.
she asked him if he was serious like 50 times. Are you serious this time? Are you serious? What a
my
fucking
God.
what a monster.
Oh, you can't pull that shit
What
twice
a
though.
mo-
You
no,
get
no,
you
no.
get one time
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
In
If
front of
that.
the family, like it's Christmas too. Like it could be like
It
very
could be,
doable.
yeah, especially on Christmas, you know.
Will
like,
you
usually
get
lot
me a
of guys do
Coke?
that.
These guys that do this, like especially in sports things where you see it on TV, the argument that they must get into with their girlfriend afterwards.
But those fails on YouTube, have you seen those?
the
Yeah.
proposal fails.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
Like some guy like there's a whole like skit like at the mall, for example, he get like a band to come in, people are watching.
Oh
He asked
my
the girl to
God.
marry him and
Nah.
to her, and she literally is like, no, she cries, she leaves. That's crazy.
Yeah. What else is crazy is like
That's crazy.
the guy ties the ring to the balloon, and the girl lets go of the balloon, but the ring's on it, right? And it has helium, so the
Oh
fucking
my God,
balloon
dude.
flies
Who-
up. Chow
why
ring.
would you put a ring on a balloon?
I would have at least a pellet gun next to me just
Yeah.
in case. Like,
Think of your fucking shotgun. Just
A good friend of mine actually just proposed to his girlfriend recently,
It's
like
beautiful.
last week. And I think sometimes like fuck, I would be like I'm not nervous for many things in terms of like social situations or like being in front of crowds and stuff. I feel like that situation I would be just like he was telling me he was speechless, like he couldn't even get
Oh
the
my
words out of his mouth. You know,
Yeah.
like,
shake.
Because he knows what's coming up,
nervous. Yeah.
right? The whole night he's like, he's looking at the time. He's like, shit,
Yeah.
20 minutes,
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Do you think
I'd be
that's-
sweating?
but why
bro.
are you so nervous?
Yeah,
like she's not gonna
exactly.
say no. Like
Well,
I mean, you never know there, but like for the most part, if you're with somebody for
Well,
so
most
fucking
of
long,
most of the part you kind of like hint to it. Like,
Yeah.
it's
you
already
know,
been
like,
it's already been discussed.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know,
Like,
for the most
hey,
part.
you know, after you're done school, like you know,
After
I'm-
school when you,
you know?
you want to get married.
You finish
No.
at 3:30,
I'm gonna
3:45, babe. We're getting married.
you know, I'm gonna listen to Beyonce. You know, if you like it, you should have put a ring on it. You know, kind of thing. You know,
Listen, if you're proposing to your girlfriend and she says no, I'm sorry. There's something fucked up. Not all the time, but with you. Like you did not
Yes.
read the signs. Like
Yeah.
you did not
So
communicate.
why didn't she dump you already?
you should know if she's gonna say yes? Like
If the girl says no to you, she does not want to be with you in the first place. She should have already dumped you.
But
Yeah,
wait,
exactly.
wait, wait. So
Yes.
let's say a girl does say no to you,
yeah,
yeah.
but she's like, I want to wait. Do you
this is my
continue?
question.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you continue dating?
If
I think that's fucking more than fair.
Well, it depends. It depends the situation, really. If she's telling you something like you guys never spoke about it, okay, she's like she's in school, she has to deal with a
Love
lot about
school,
it. I
you
don't know. It's just most people have to deal with school, so it's like, oh no, I have a lot of things on my mind. I got a debt, you know, to pay and
She
stuff
got
like
an
that.
F. You know,
Top class, babe. Okay, I can't think about
her
this.
proms this year. I don't know. Like
Depends the context.
it's because look, put it this way. I'm gonna give you a scenario. You're with a girl for 8 years. I don't know why I just popped 8 years out of my mind. But
Okay.
whatever. You're with a girl for 8 years.
It's long.
It's been a long time. I don't know, maybe not that you've discussed it, but like, there's been hints given towards like that, marriage, kids, a future together and so on. She says no. Okay. She doesn't necessarily say like later. She says like,
Nah.
no, that's grounds for breakup. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's 8 years, so yes.
If she says no, like, I don't know about right now, maybe later, is that still grounds for breakup? Like, if
But
you
she
don't
wouldn't-
know after 8 years,
She wouldn't be
years.
like, I don't know right now, maybe later. That's like the biggest slap to the face ever. You know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
down
Like,
right now. Like, can you just ask me like in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
She wakes up the next morning. You know what? Yeah, I'm cool now. You want to do it again?
No.
It's really, did you talk about it? Was it discussed? And like,
What do you
that
think is a
makes
good
sense.
time frame to at least propose to your girlfriend, though, realistically? Because,
Oh,
I
man.
mean, if you're doing it in under a year, like there could be a
No.
no, or there could be a I'm not ready right now. It's not.
I think under your.
I think under a year is not
It's ridiculous.
I don't care who the fuck it is. Actually, wait. Maybe there's a few scenarios. One of the Victoria's Secret models. Who knows? Under a year. Knock them up. No, but seriously speaking, under a year, no way.
It doesn't make
And
sense.
You don't know
the
somebody
thing is,
else, yeah.
I'm a firm believer that you should live with somebody minimum a year to 2 years to know, like, hey, you know what? Because when you live in two different houses, bro, I don't want to say it, but everybody has their dirty laundry. You can hide that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not saying that I hide shit, but, like, you don't know somebody until you live with them and you see
It's
them.
all their habits,
all-
though. All their habits.
Yeah.
You
Everything
see.
like that. You're absolutely
it.
right.
That's-
Even down to like the dishes, you know what I mean? That shit'll fucking start an argument, man.
I mean, look, you know somebody. If you're dating somebody for 2 or 3 years, you know their personality, you know their
Yeah.
character and stuff. But what you don't know is all their little like idiosyncrasies that they go through throughout their day and stuff like that. Like how they wash, like you said, how they wash the dishes, how they do the bed, if they do the fucking bed. You know what I mean? Like all these little things that you didn't previously have to deal with that you now do. And so I don't, it's happened where people propose before living together and it works sometimes, But I don't think personally that I would ever be able to do that because I'm very particular about shit in general.
Yeah.
But also, again, you don't fully know this person the way you think that you do. And even that, a year is very,
No, a year
it's
is-
not long enough. I don't think.
A year
No.
flies.
Dude.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do in a year?
Yo,
Just, literally, like first 6 months, you're just like going out on dates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And after that, you're like, okay, I'm kind of comfortable with this person. And then after that, it's like, will you marry me?
Like, those people that it's like, they're dating for like 4 months and it's like, okay, we're moving in now. And like, okay, let's have a kid now, and it's like, what?
No,
the
no,
fuck?
you
It's
don't even.
Yeah.
like,
to
do you
relax
think
a bit.
that those situations, how they always say like, if you know, you know? Do you think that that's really a thing, or do you think it's different for each person? Because I mean, whatever, it obviously is different situations for different people, but
I think if you know, but
you still
regardless,
should.
you shouldn't be impulsive like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
No,
Always
You,
be on
you
your
can
feet.
know, and you can be like, okay, this is what I'm working
yes,
towards.
Yes.
But no fucking way in a year.
No.
But what is knowing though? Like
Yeah.
you'll never actually
it just
know. You can
kinda
feel that. Yeah, I love this girl. Like, obviously a lot. But like, what the fuck do you know?
Frankie's
After
girlfriend's
3
gonna
years.
watch it. She's gonna be like, "Do you know?"
No, because what the thing is I actually discussed it with my girlfriend. And
Yeah.
I told her my intentions, and I told her I threw it all on the table, and I'm
You've
like,
been with her for
"Listen,
how long?
it's gonna be a year."
Oh, okay.
So there you go. Like, it's literally a year,
Proposals around the corner.
But she knows that we even spoke about it, and we're like it's no rush. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm planning on spending the rest of my life with you,
Yeah.
There's no rush.
there's no rush.
Yeah,
Why
what
the hell?
difference
I
does
could
it make?
literally. Let's move in together before that. In a year or 2 years from now, like whatever. Even 3 years.
But
who
that's why
cares?
I don't understand this shit about weddings, man. I don't get it. People are like such in a rush to get married. I don't know. For some people, obviously, it's different. Traditional values,
Yes,
like you can't move
exactly.
out with them, so let's get married or whatever.
Mhm.
But for the most part, that's done, obviously.
Mhm.
And it's like, what is the big
The
deal?
rush,
Why do
yeah.
you have to get married right now?
It's back then, really. What would you think the way our grandparents brought up everybody was just like, no, you
Our
gotta get
parents
married.
had to get married to leave the house.
Yes,
that was
exactly.
their excuse. That's why
Mhm.
all our parents got married young, and for the most part, are divorced. You
For
know?
the most part, yeah.
No,
For the
Can
most part.
you imagine, in order to be allowed to move out of your
But that's
parents'
what it
house,
was, though.
you had to get married, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're just picking any person up off
Basically.
the street. Like, let's get married.
Yeah. So you
Get the
know your
fuck outta here.
nunno and your dad were super fucking worried because like, yo, we're getting fucking married.
Yeah.
I want to be able to smash when I want.
My mom got married at 18. So just imagine that. Like just to
Holy
get like
fuck.
it's crazy. She couldn't go to like college and things
18,
like that.
wow.
Yeah.
They didn't have like
No, 19 first child, 23
Wow.
or something like that second child, and then you're looking at
you're
20.
two, you guys.
We're three. And
You're
then
two.
I was at
You're bébé.
I'm the baby.
But-
Wait,
but-
So I'm the last one there, and now it's like even my grandmother's like freaking out that I'm moving out. and she's just there. She's like, no. She's like, why is he gonna move out? He's good at home. He's gonna drink with his friends. He's not gonna go to work. And I'm just like, what do you mean? I'm 31 years old. Like, come on.
When did your mom have her first kid?
19.
Jesus,
Man, that's
19
crazy.
years old.
If I had a kid at 19, no
At 19
way.
years old, I was a dumb fuck. And I'm
Yeah.
31 and still dumb fuck.
I had a
So-
kid-
I was gonna say it, but I'm happy you said it.
If I had a kid at 19, I'd be dead, and that kid would be dead too.
Yeah, 100%. No, that's. They had fucking courage, our parents,
yeah,
bro. They're
but
fucked.
That's it, man.
We're all a product of that, by the way. We're
Yeah,
all a product,
yeah.
like a product of like our parents being in a rush.
But
Yeah.
you know what the best part is? They had one, and like, nah, this is easy mode. Throw another one in.
Yeah.
Throw another one.
Yeah, now, for one thing, financially, you cannot have more than 2 kids if you're working.
You can barely
like-
even have one kid. You can barely even
Yeah.
take care of yourself
I do.
nowadays. It's so
crazy.
fucked up.
It
I remember
is.
when I had a girlfriend a long time ago, when I was still working part time at Best Buy. She was one of those girls where it's like you need to pay everything and you got to, whatever,
Oh,
like one of those.
God, yeah.
I don't look. I've always said this.
Makes me sick.
I don't care to pay for you and to take you out and to spoil you and this and that. But once you begin to expect it of me, that's where I think there's a problem. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't want you. I want someone who's like, I'll take the bill, but it's like, no, I will. Don't worry about it. I'll pay it. You know what I mean?
I just want you to fake it.
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
just
just
say it.
fake it.
I'm gonna take care of it,
Yeah.
but just fucking
Just
fake
do the
it.
dance.
Exactly,
You know,
exactly.
do the check dance.
Just do it.
Yeah.
And so I used to tell her all the time. I'm like, yo, if you think that I'm gonna be fucking paying for I'm working 20 hours a week at Best Buy.
Especially at that age.
Yeah,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
like fucking. I'm still in school. I'm working like 20 hours a
can
week, making
barely
like what,
even-
$15 an hour.
It's like I have $100 in my bank account and you are saving money because of me. No, that's not
what
happening.
was minimum wage? But when because we used to work at a grocery store together actually when we were younger.
Yeah, that was awesome.
What the fuck was the minimum wage back then?
I think we started. It was maybe like $9.
I think it was like $8 or
Yeah.
$9. Yeah.
Yeah.
$9.
I started working at the end of Sec 3 or Sec 4, and it was like 7, 8.
And I thought I was making mad money.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah,
funny,
yeah.
like-
You heard $17 an hour. You're like, cha-ching.
Oh man, no, it's just crazy, dude. Like now, what is it now? Like $12, $13?
Yeah, I think
something
it's
like
about that. Yeah,
Isn't it like 13.10?
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
It's
crazy
fucked
like
up,
that.
man. Imagine making, but obviously, like shit wasn't as expensive back
No,
then.
no.
Like you can still buy a house for like fucking like $20,000.
You can't buy any.
Like,
With $100, you can't do anything.
dude, remember
And
when, as a kid, like even like $100 was like, my god, I'm a millionaire.
Yeah.
$100, you can't even go to a restaurant now.
No, zero, dude.
2 people, restaurant, drinks, appetizers.
Even one person drinks, like if you're there drinking,
Oh, yeah.
forget
No,
about it.
100%.
Yeah.
We went to a restaurant. We went to Greasy Spoon last week with a couple of people.
Yeah.
Ate a fucking salty bill, dude. I fucking left there. It was like $150.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I didn't even drink that much. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine with 2 people.
I actually heard a story of this guy that like yesterday. He told me that he went to Vegas with his friends and the guy ordered a shot. The shot costed him $550 US.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
What was the
he
shot?
drinking?
Louis the 14th,
Who the fuck is that?
the king, bro. apparently it's like a $14,000 bottle, but it's like, why are you like? Imagine spilling the shot by accident.
Oh my god.
No. Okay, so
Are
we're
you
we're
kidding me?
we're in Bali, right? And Bali is relatively not too expensive. But the thing is, when you're in Bali and you drink, the prices are like back home, if not worse.
Yeah.
So I go to the bar and I get.
Is it because it's a touristy
Yeah.
location?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'll buy the rounds of drinks. Frank, what do you want? The girls.
Thinking it was gonna be dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I go there. I'm like, okay, 4 vodka Red Bulls, double the vodka, right? The guy hits me up $80. I'm like, fuck it. I'm on vacation. It is what it is. So I give the $80. So I grab the drink. Here, Frank. Here, girl. And I'm going to give the last girl her drink. Doesn't somebody fucking barge into me? And I spill the drink everywhere. So there's that $20 drink on the floor, and the person keeps walking away. I'm like, bro, that was $20.
When you get those bills, that's when you just look at it and you just start. You look around like, how can I get out of this right now?
Did you turn around and ask the guy like, hey, look, like
That's what I was
at
gonna
McDonald's?
say.
You know, at McDonald's, you drop your drink, they give you a free drink right away.
Yeah, but it's not like a
was too
Coke from the
far.
fountain.
I was too far from the bar at
Okay,
that
but in
point.
that scenario,
okay.
did he see him? Like, did he know he dropped your
The person
glass?
that barged into me?
Yeah.
I guess so. This person looked like they were on a mission.
But in that case, if that were you, would you go and offer the guy a new drink? I think you should.
If I smashed into somebody and I spilled their drink and I acknowledged it,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
I
but
will
it-
go and be like, listen,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me buy you a drink. My bad. I bumped into you.
I feel like, especially on vacation, man, like I feel like you're just so much nicer of a person when
Yeah.
you're on vacation and you're like just relaxed and stuff.
Yeah, you're in a good mood.
Is that the last trip you went on Bali?
Yeah. It was right before the pandemic, actually.
Yeah.
Because my layover was in China. So now I have that stamp right before the pandemic, and I remember I was going to New
It's gonna
York.
sell for millions one day. That stamp.
No, but
Pre-COVID China stamp. Fuck, that's rare.
I was driving over to the States, and they would see Shanghai, December 2019.
Some guy in a hazmat suit comes out.
And he's like, what the fuck? You were in China? I'm like, yeah, but bro, I'm like, we're March now. I'm good.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
2021. Or March.
No,
Oh, okay,
but March of 2020, yeah.
2020. It's fucking. It's crazy because it's like all you hear from people now is like once this is like good and done with, it's like we're gonna travel and stuff. And I'm one of those people too. And like I think sometimes like why is that the first instinct of people to say right away? Like now with all this shit that's gone down with COVID and stuff, right? Like people's first instinct is not like. Not that they haven't been seeing their family, but like, you know, I'm not going to go see my family. I want to travel. I want to go here. I want to go there.
Because traveling is an escape.
Yeah. It's La La Land.
Yeah.
It's exactly. You get to disappear from your life. You don't have your work obligations. If you don't.
True.
Listen, I have a great family. I know some people don't.
Yeah.
You get to escape your family. You get to escape any
It's all.
problem.
It's just all you're doing is you're escaping all the stress and responsibility you have back home, and that's why. Have you ever actually had full-on anxiety on vacation? No way.
No.
No.
There's
a
no
waste of fucking
obligation. Like,
money.
you're not like, oh, I work tomorrow. I have deadlines.
Oh,
like,
it's
there's
the
no
best.
worries.
Bro, I'm in Indonesia. If my work calls me, I'm like, listen, I can only do so much. I am a 30-hour flight away. You know, like.
Imagine I get back
whatever it
here
is,
right
it
now,
is.
or you're fired.
I'll be right there.
I'll be right there. No, that you quit.
I agree, though. I think that is what it is. Is like it's an escape, right? So when you go on vacation, money's not an issue. You know what I mean? Like you can come back after. When you get back here, you're like, man, I spent like fucking $3,000.
Yeah, when you're back, money's an issue.
Yeah.
Not when you're there.
But when you're there, you're just like, you know what, man? Like I could die on the plane right back. You know, like
If I'm gonna die, I always said that if I'm gonna die on a plane, it better be on the way home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because at least I had my vacation.
I didn't think about that.
At least I had my vacation.
Yeah.
You die on the plane ride there. You get to like heaven or whatever the afterlife is, and you're just like, dude, like I spent all this money. Like I didn't even get to fucking enjoy. You're just like, what a Jones, man.
It's like I just fucking
Fine, we'll
kill-
send you back, but you're gonna be in the middle of the ocean. Figure your way out. Figure your way there.
So the funny thing is that me and Sag were talking about going skydiving, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And in my upcoming plans next year, I do want to go to Indonesia for a year. I want to spend a full year there. So then I'm there. I'm like, do I want to go skydiving before I plan to go spend a year there? In case I get fucked over, I miss out on that whole year there. I'm like, maybe I should wait to skydive when I get back
Once
after
I'm
the
back.
trip.
I
In
think,
case.
Or the
I
last
think you
day.
should.
What do you mean?
Last day in Indonesia.
Skydive in
there.
Indonesia on the last
Yeah,
day.
it's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
that's
why
my
don't you just end your vacation.
Just
like
end your
that?
life. It's right there, you know?
Jake said, fuck it. He jumped out without the chute. He's like, yeah, it's probably going to
It's
happen.
a great
anyways.
trip. I'm done.
I would
This is
never
not-
I would never skydive. That shit's fucking crazy.
I really want to.
I'm so scared of height. I can barely stand over a fucking balcony on the 8th floor of a building. There's no way.
I got a buddy of mine. He lives in Toronto, and he's a base jumper.
Like
Whenever-
bridges and stuff.
What's
Yeah,
that?
yeah. So like he'll go to condo buildings that are being developed, climb up to the top, jump off the fucking condo building, land in the middle of the street, take his chute and start running because it's illegal, right?
Yeah.
So that's what he does. Now,
Talk
Crazy.
about working with what you got, man. It's just
Yeah.
like it's a condo building. It's being built. Let's go.
yeah. Well, his brother was a really famous wingsuiter. Unfortunately, he passed away. It's it's part of the sport. You do
What is that?
wingsuit? You know, like the suit that you can fly through the air
Oh
with.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So he
What?
was one of the best in the world, not just Canada. Okay, there's a story of him. He went to the Banff gondolas. You know the gondolas there?
Yeah.
He fucking crowbarred the doors open and jumped out, bro, and fucking, dude, it's fucking amazing. Anyways, this guy, and this is the reason why I traveled the first time, because he passed away a couple years back. But when he passed away, I went back and looked at his life. He was traveling the world. He was doing all these amazing things. And I'm like, fuck, man, here I am back home just working all the time. I'm like, I got to enjoy life. Like,
Yeah.
okay, he died young, but you could see, and the irony behind, bittersweet behind it is if you go on his Instagram, his last Instagram post is literally everything I ever wanted and needed is here in this photo. And he was flying over in China.
Dude, man, like
It's so
it's
deep.
like what we were talking about before, right? Like if you're having sex in the last 40 seconds, like you still came, so you had a good time. Like all that matters is what you did within the time that you had.
That's
you know what I
exactly
mean?
the same thing.
I'm
yeah.
here for a
Yeah.
good time, not a long
There you
time.
go.
I'm here for a good time.
And that's the
That'll-
fucking title of the episode, boys and
That
girls.
should be your slogan when you jizz, fuck. That'd be amazing.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Get that fucking tattooed right across your
But it has to have a spelling mistake in it, right?
I'm here for a gooder time. Not a,
But it's,
I'm here for a more better time.
I'm here for a more better time.
You know, actually, it's funny. I was talking about tattoos. I was thinking about this the other day because I went to our friend Toste. He does tattoos now. So I went and see him the other day. I got a little a little quote thing on my like next to where my ribs are. As fucking douchey as that sounds.
Under your pectoral.
Under my pectoral, as douchey as that sounds. And I was talking to our other friend who came with me to get tattooed, and I was saying, like, do you think that a lot of the social value that comes with tattoos stems from more so not what they look like or like what they represent, but more so like the idea that you had to go through this extreme amount of, not extreme, but like this amount of pain to get the tattoos? So my question was, like, do you think that if tattoos were just a stick-on thing, and they were permanent obviously, but they were just a stick-on thing and you didn't have to go through the process of being hurt, that the people would get them as much as they do?
No.
And two, they would have as much, I guess, social value, if you want to call it, as they do?
First of all, I was actually like saying this yesterday to somebody. I go get tattoos partially because like you literally fiends the pain for some reason. I love the needle going in me.
Crazy. It has become it's like a cancer, basically. I want more all the time. No one wants cancer.
I actually like it.
Nobody wants cancer.
It's like cancer. I want more of it.
That may be the strangest analogy I've heard on this podcast in 85 episodes.
You know how we said the other thing was going to be the title? No, this is the new title.
It's like cancer. I want more.
No, well, basically, it's a poison either way. Like, you know, it's something you just want. I don't know. That's the way I look at it. I feel it that way, you know, because it's pain, really, you know.
Yeah,
but you want it.
If it were just stickers, you wouldn't get as much.
Well, no, you know what? I never looked at it in the way of saying, like, I've seen people tatted from head to toe.
Right.
We've all seen it. And I've never factored in the pain or the hour. Like, sometimes I'll look at a piece and I'll be like, shit, man, you were there for like 16 hours. I just feel like if there was no pain associated to it, you just see a whole bunch more people like getting it done. Like one of our friends is petrified of needles.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
He'd probably just have tattoos now, but you know.
Do you think it's like? Because now that we're talking about this, it's like, do you think it's more the pain or do you think it's the permanency of it? Because like, if tattoos had no pain associated with them, but they were still permanent, you're still like, it's still a very large commitment, right?
Yeah.
It's never coming off of your body. So do you think that it has more to do with the permanency or the pain, or maybe a mixture of the two? Because sometimes people, it's like you see somebody with a full sleeve, you know, one of our close friends has a full sleeve, but it's a negative tattoo. So rather than it being like, you know, the guy draws the outlines, he basically fills in all the negative spaces, all black, and the white pops out.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. It came out gorgeous. But you look at that and you're like, man, that's like a large amount of pain, especially in certain spots, his elbow, underneath the arm and stuff, you know?
Well, the thing is that I look at people sometimes and they'll have like the blacked out arm. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, I'm wondering if there's some people out there that like just go and say, listen, I want a blacked out arm.
Yeah.
Or do you got to go through the phase of get a couple shitty tattoos and then say, oh, let's black it out at this point.
I think what happened, honestly, I think what happened was that some guy probably had a bunch of shitty tattoos or people, and then they ended up blacking it out to like hide it.
Yeah.
It became a style. People are like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm blacking out my arm.
I would do it if I really hated a tattoo after.
Yeah,
I
sure.
would
I would
totally
never
black
have
it.
my arm blacked out though.
But I'm saying you
But
go in with your arm is fresh, right?
Yeah.
You just say black it out.
No, fuck no,
No,
man.
no,
No
no
way.
You get pieces
No
first,
way.
right? Try getting some pieces. You like it? Cool.
But not a full blackout arm. Like,
Yeah,
You
it's
have
strange.
full blackout.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, we're 7 billion people on this earth. There has to be one dumbass that just said, "Just black it out." bro."
One dumbass. There's probably thousands.
Yeah,
of dumbasses
exactly.
out there.
Bro,
Oh
just black
my
it
God.
out.
I just remember having a little bit of pain over here. Just imagine like the whole arm, like feeling that pain. No.
Yeah. What was
And the black, they got a fucking big,
they pack
man.
it in. Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
What was the most painful spot for you?
The foot.
Oh yeah, because you have your foot. It's
Yeah.
true.
And the foot was just a combination of bad things, but the foot, because there's like no fat, nothing. It's, so when my artist would lift his hand up because he'd be pushing down on it, my nerves would twitch and I'd almost kick him in the face every single time. And I'm like, bro, I swear to God, I'm not trying to kick you in the face, but it's just, it's like, don't worry about it. I know the nerves. It's cool.
Did he say it was normal?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It was a normal
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, it's completely normal.
Because I'm doing my foot, and I'm just like, everyone that I speak to is
Yeah.
telling me the exact same thing.
And,
It's like the most.
and the worst part is I had a really bad reaction. At that point, I discovered that I have psoriasis. So my fucking tattoo got completely covered, like it was in this weird layer of skin.
Yes, I remember that. We were at a chalet.
chalet.
Yes,
Oh
I
my
remember
god, yeah,
that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
You were buzzing over your
Yeah,
foot.
Yeah.
Like I was looking at it
Oh,
one night, it was
yeah.
all red, it was
Yeah.
heat, and then
You were tripping the fuck out. I remember, yeah.
Then I stopped putting cream on it, but it got so fucking dry. Every time I would step, it would crack through and I'd start bleeding on my fucking foot.
Really?
It was a horrible time. So
Oof.
now I'm scared because I want to get my arms done.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, if I stress my body too out, am I gonna fucking get
that same reaction.
That same reaction.
Yeah.
And the thing is that if nobody really saw the fresh tattoo because I had the reaction almost instantly, I lost 50% of the ink in the tattoo.
Well, it does look,
It looks fucking faded.
A little. Like, I'm not saying.
No. It looks fucking faded.
Can you go redo it?
Yeah, exactly. Would
Yeah,
do
you
it
think
again?
I
But it's gonna happen again.
I don't know.
It's like a vicious circle.
Is that the last one you got?
I got another one after. It got a little spot of it, like this.
Okay,
big,
okay.
So nothing big enough to like.
It's true though. It's fucked because like you get it and you're just like, oh, no, I want this one. I want that one. I guess just because you come to terms with the, I don't want to say fear. Like I don't know if there's
Like
a
a
fear.
cancer.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like a fear of the pain, but like people are obviously like stressed out about certain areas. I remember when I got like my my quadricep done. Like I was really weird because I'm like, fuck, I feel like that one's gonna hurt a lot, and it actually didn't hurt that bad.
The quad does not hurt at all.
No. Yeah, I was expecting it to hurt
No.
quite a bit. Even the one I just got with Toasty over here, I thought it was gonna hurt a lot more.
Everybody like the one I heard that hurts
The ribs
most
kills.
is the ribs apparently,
Kills.
but it hits everybody
Kills.
differently. I was worried about the knee. Everybody's like, the knee, you're gonna be super sensitive. I did the knee. I'm like, this feels good. I'm like,
Yeah, it feels so
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
So you're saying now, like, okay, the hardest spot. What would be the easiest spot?
The quad.
The quad was okay, but here,
Here, amazing, easy.
I swear to God, I
Easy.
thought it
Come a
was
bit closer.
Easy.
I thought I was being like,
Yeah.
rubbed.
Yeah.
Like, well, she was just like,
I really like the back of the ankles. I have Stand Strong tattooed. It just felt like somebody was lightly scratching.
Oh
it.
man, yeah.
Tickle.
My
Yeah.
forearm one, this one, I felt literally nothing.
Literally.
The worst
That was
one
okay.
for me was the chest over here because I remember feeling it in my fucking collarbone, man. Like,
And then it gets your armpit too,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
It-
Oh,
Oh,
my
that's
God.
the worst. Right
Oh,
here is
man.
the worst
Yeah,
spot.
that was-
Right
that
around the
was
pit. My first tattoo ever in my life was on my arm, and I remember I was super fucking nervous to go because everyone says it really hurts. And then he started off right here, and I was like, "Yo, like that's it. This is
Yeah.
nothing." And I'm
No.
like,
Yeah.
okay.
It's just it's a slight irritation that just lasts very long.
I always forget about this
like,
one
then after that.
because it's been like many moons ago that I did it. I did it when I was in Sec 5. I did my lip.
Yes, cunt.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. So
See you
I,
next
I
Tuesday.
completely forget that I did that when I was in Sec 5. Like,
Yeah.
See
I-
you next
yeah.
It's a
Tuesday.
hardcore band.
Yeah.
See you next Tuesday. Cunt.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So I was thinking about it. I'm like, what's the worst spot? And then I thought about it. I'm like, oh shit, I have my lip. So the way they make you do your lip is, you ever see somebody get their nipple pierced? They
Yeah.
use a clamp.
Yeah, yeah.
So they put clamp here, and you have to hold the
Ugh,
clamps for
God.
your lip. So just when he put the clamps, I'm like, yo, just the clamps are fucking hurting. and then you hear zzz, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, and you know, we were stoners back then, so I'm fucking high as shit. I'm like, this was a bad idea. This was a horrible idea.
You still have it.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so
Yeah, there you go.
I'm surprised it didn't fade. Isn't that one of the things that fades the most?
yes, but the thing is
Love
that
it.
tattoo artists give you like a 1 year where they'll do touch-ups for free. Being 16 years old and not having any fucking money, oh, it's faded, went back and saw him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's faded, went back and saw him. So on the third time, when I went to go see him, the guy, like, he's like, what the fuck? He was a little bit annoyed. So he fucking dug in. And I remember because you got your...
I got my first tattoo.
yeah,
on my
you
leg.
got your the back of your
In
your
my-
leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was getting his tattoo and he was touching me up. I went to go see Frank. I had a mouth full of blood.
Yeah. It was
Like, the
terrible.
guy dug in. Like, he's like, yo, you're never coming back.
Ever since then, look at it. It's
That's
incredible.
Fucking flawless.
I think mine even like just like faded a little compared to that.
Right. I went to go see my dentist the other week, and it's completely random. I'm like, I wonder if she can see. She never says anything.
Just like, why is this guy have cunt?
Open your mouth.
Oh
No,
yeah,
you
but
see it.
I feel like you can see it.
I feel like you can see maybe the top of it or something.
Yeah, you see like, hey, there's something black there. What is that? And then bang.
Honestly, if the listeners have the chance, go listen to the band called See You Next Tuesday. Straight up grindcore.
Yeah.
Bro. These
Yeah.
guys
Oh
are
my God.
fucked.
But you know what the worst part is? So there was the band See You Next Tuesday. I'm like, oh, that's cool too. But it was because there was a song by the band Every Time I Die, and it literally goes, "Hey there, girls, I'm a cunt."
Yeah.
And that was the reason why. And it was the dumbest thing. Because
Ah.
my mom hates the fucking word.
sure.
Well,
Well, no
girls
shit.
do.
99% of females hate it. And,
Yeah.
and there's another funny story to this. So they fucking hate it. So I normally don't tell anybody I have it. Anyway, so I'm in Indonesia, right? And I meet this British chick, right? And the Brits, they say it a lot. They say cunt like
Yeah.
fucking-
Cunt.
Yeah.
yeah. So
I love
we
it.
we
Love it.
we're just talking, and she says cunt, and I'm like, oh, it's funny, and we both pull our lip down at the same time.
No.
Wow, it's like in a movie.
And yes,
And you
She
both
had
had
it
it
too.
and she had cunt tattooed in her
Meant to
lip.
be, dude.
And I'm like, what?
Hope you guys fucked.
It was meant to be.
Yeah, I hope
I
you
was
guys
gonna
fuck.
it was meant to be, but I wasn't attracted to the chick. So not so much.
She's like, damn it, I got this tattoo for this exact reason. It didn't pan out.
What are the odds?
We
though?
could
Holy
have
fuck.
touched.
Yeah.
We could have touched tattoos.
You want to rub cunts?
That's right.
You want to touch your cunts?
From pedophiles to touching cunts. This is going to be an interesting podcast.
Yeah, that's what it is.
On that note, guys, we're gonna jump into our segment that we like to call
Really right fuck.
"Really Right."
But like
Fuck.
with some fucking emphasis
yeah,
on
really,
the fuck.
really fucking right.
Wait.
fuck.
You guys got to say it. I want to say the really right fuck.
Go for it. Go ahead. Look in the camera as you say it, though.
Really right fuck.
Frankie, you're up.
I don't want to. No.
No. Prefer to have cancer over and over.
It's a poison. No, you want
I
it.
don't know. You
I
fucking
love
want it.
poison. Just you want it so bad. This guy's out of his mind.
The segment where you guys write in and we give our extremely ill-informed answers. Really right, fuck. We have a couple of fucking nice ones today, actually.
Make them count.
First one. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but everybody knows who Hunter Biden is, right?
Yeah.
Joe Biden's son.
He's a
Okay, yeah.
savage. That's my answer already.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard about this.
I know.
No, I didn't
vaguely
hear about it,
no.
actually.
Apparently, okay, so his brother was married,
Yeah.
Okay.
died. Had
Okay,
a
this
wa-
is Joe Biden's kid.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way.
Exactly.
Oh.
His
The
brother was
president.
married,
Okay.
died, and now he is fucking his dead brother's wife. The question basically is thoughts.
Thoughts? You're a
Thoughts.
fucking animal.
You're a fucking no.
You're just a piece of shit.
Wait. Before I
fucked,
make
bro.
before I make any comment, can I see the girl?
Jesus Christ.
You're a fucking animal, dude. Leave the
the
dead guy alone. Fucking his wife.
I'm not saying I would do it. I just want to see it from his perspective. Okay.
Is there a difference
She better
between
be fucking hot. This
Is
girl.
there
I
a
swear to
difference
God.
between fucking your alive brother's wife and fucking your dead brother's wife? Is
I
what I
think-
want to start
Well,
with.
I mean, they're both extremely
Yeah.
wrong.
I think you're more of a prick when your brother's dead.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, you're
Shit,
a
if you
prick.
think about it,
Yeah,
they're
you're
both really bad.
You're both a piece of shit.
Because you should just be there to be like, I got you, but like, not I got you. You know what I mean? I'll support you, whatever. Make
It's
sure,
like-
like,
Yeah, because
I'll
she is.
she's family.
She's
family,
family.
yeah.
Yeah. Your brother, he passed away. That's the
Exactly.
wife. I'll take care of you. Obviously, you know you're part of the family.
So
You don't have to rip her like that, though.
What,
Like that's crazy, though.
I'm trying to think about the scenario. Was it like, oh my god, brother-in-law, I'm stuck?
Yeah.
I think
Oh
anyway,
my
I think
God.
it might have been a scenario where it's like I'll take care of you, and you form an emotional connection together because the person you both loved is dead, and now that translates into love. I don't know, but like, this is my take on it. All right, let's remove the factor of it's your dead brother. Let's just say it's a woman who has a husband who's dead. Marriage is until death do us part, right?
Okay.
So technically speaking, death did them part.
It's not a reason. That's okay. If she wants to go find love somewhere else, that's fine. But
Yeah.
don't go fuck his brother.
yeah, for real.
You know how convenient that is to introduce to the family?
You already met the parents.
Remember my dead husband Vince? Yeah,
Mom.
this is his brother.
Mom, dad.
Mom, dad.
They also
You
kind of
know-
look alike, so.
Oh no, I was saying the opposite way
Oh,
around.
yeah.
Does she have kids?
I don't know.
Call me dad.
Oh my
Jesus
You know what I mean? Like, what do you say?
No, but that's it. It's not Zio anymore.
Papa.
Yeah, Papa.
Well, at least they have his last name, right? So,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
like I said, it's super convenient.
Let's say you're dying, okay?
Yeah.
Or rather, you die, quote unquote, knock on wood.
Quote unquote.
I don't know,
death.
quote unquote, knock on wood. Let's say you die.
This is wood's
You're
fake as
married.
fuck.
What's your feeling towards your soon-to-be widow? It's I hope that you're okay, right? I
Yeah.
hope that you continue to live and be happy without me, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that would entail them finding somebody else. Wouldn't you be like, well, I know my brother's a good guy. I want you to end up
What
with
if
someone
you
who's a good
hate
guy?
your brother?
Yeah.
Because apparently, I don't know this. He was like maybe an ex-marine or a soldier, the one
Okay.
that passed away, and his brother Hunter is like a fucking crackhead or something. He got caught smoking crack with like people.
Yeah, he's a crazy
Appa-
person.
He's crazy. Apparently, he's
Oh,
insane.
okay.
So I mean, with that being said, in this scenario, no.
Let's say he's a stand-up citizen.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
like
just a good fucking guy.
he's a very nice man.
Okay, so I'm dying. Whatever. Do I turn to my brother and be like, please take care of my wife?
Come a bit closer, Frank.
Please take care of my wife at the same time. You may fuck her. Like no,
No.
like it's just.
I mean,
no,
you wouldn't say that, but like, first of all, you're dead. Who, like, who
You have
knows
no
if you
idea.
even know anymore?
Unless you're like a spirit exists and you're roaming
yeah,
and shit.
exactly. You just
Then
haunt
you'll-
your
then you'll haunt your-
Motherfucker,
Haunt your
Son
brother.
of a bitch.
you're just floating there like that. That piece of shit is fucking my.
You're just
fucking wife.
you're in heaven, fucking talking to a psychiatrist. It all started when we were 10 years old, and he stole my my NASCAR, my fucking Hot Wheels. Now he's taking my wife. Piece of shit.
That was a great ghost, by the way. Perfect.
Yeah, of course.
Is your ghost scratching his ass, bro?
Well, it just.
It looks still to your fucking ass scratch from before.
Well, you know they have the tail, you know, so it's like they're just like kind of.
Wait,
floating
ghosts
there.
have
They don't have
Tails?
tails.
Well, they have like the bottom part where their
Yeah,
legs should be. Their
exactly,
Casper thing there.
Right?
So we lose legs, but we get a tail?
Oh,
Why do you lose legs as a ghost? Why you
Yeah.
can walk?
You just
Wow.
float. That's
No,
why.
because, bro, if you're going to die, the least they can do is let you fly.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
okay, you're
You
dead.
can't fly with legs. I don't get it.
They're too heavy.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have
You're
to.
already.
Well, you don't need legs. You don't.
We-
You don't
let's
have to piss. You don't have to shit anymore. That's it. You do lose your dick.
No.
Of course, you're a ghost.
You can't even
Suck
jerk
my
off
dick.
anymore or fuck.
You don't have a dick. No, you don't feel nothing.
I've always
bro.
said this. Imagine getting to heaven and it's just like, premarital sex is a sin, right? So like Jesus is just there. He's like, you can't fuck anybody.
He's
here.
always watching for real though.
You know what I mean?
Fuck anything.
It's like too hot to handle, but like forever.
Yeah, forever, for eternity.
For eternity.
Eternity, yeah, forever and ever. Okay, so just to wrap it up, so fuck your dead brother's wife.
No,
Yay or nay?
no.
No.
No?
No.
If
No?
you say yeah, you're a monster.
Yeah. No.
That's like,
I
okay.
love my brother, so I mean, like, I don't know.
And
I
Nice guy.
have no brother, so I mean I wouldn't.
I love my brother and I love my sister-in-law, but no.
If anybody wants to see who my brother is, watch last episode. 83.
84.
All right, next question in our segment, Really Right Fuck. What advice, I'm going to go around the table. We'll start off with Justin. What advice would you give to someone who's about to lose their virginity? This is a nice question.
What advice would I give?
Yeah. Someone who's like, okay, I know that this Saturday I'm going to be losing my virginity. It's prom or I don't know, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? My uncle wants to molest me.
Clean your pipes.
Clean your pipes.
Yeah,
What do you elaborate?
Clean your pipes mean I'll jerk off before you're gonna have sex, because likely you're
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna last. It's your first time. You're super mega horny. Let's be real, right?
I lasted long on my first time.
Oh, I didn't.
I'm with Josh on this one. I'm circumcised though, so like apparently that changes the game.
Yes,
yeah,
apparently.
yeah.
Clean
So
your
that's why
pipes.
when
Less
everybody's
friction.
like a minute, I'm like 4 minutes, bro.
No, but the best advice, if I want to be like a real human being, is like obviously like be respectful if you're fucking like a virgin for the first time. Enter it slowly and things like that.
Yeah.
You know. You
Well,
can't
you're
go
a virgin
rough.
too, doing it it's your
Yeah,
first
but
time.
like girls have to like
Be inserted into.
yes.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Be gentle and be respectful.
Be respectful and clean your pipes first.
Jesus Christ, this is a podcast for all the women out there. Oh my God. Jake, advice.
I'd be like, don't be silly. Wrap your willy straight up.
Oh yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
a good one. I didn't
That-
even think
that-
about that.
That's number one.
Just
okay?
going raw, bro.
The thing is like, okay, if the girl's a virgin too, she probably doesn't have an STD, but like, bro, you want to be fucking whatever age with a kid?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Justin's like, listen, go raw, have a kid, but just be nice.
Yeah.
Just be respectful at least.
Raw dog, but just enter it slowly, you know? Make sure the jizz gets in there, you know?
Yeah.
Little side note, actually, we were talking last week where I got, before we get to you, Frank, sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
We were talking last week where I went to the doctor. I got like my blood test and all that stuff. I go for my regular like
Yeah.
STD checks
Yeah.
and shit. I spoke to the doctor yesterday and he told me that I have syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia. No,
I'm like, shit, bro. Like, that's ballsy, man.
So I spoke to him and he's like, "Yeah, everything's negative. You're good to go." You know. So I told a friend of mine and his first reaction was like, "All right, baby, it's time to go raw. Let's go." Frank, advice to a soon-to-be no longer virgin
Have fun, you know.
Thing
Yeah.
thing.
is the kid or person that's having sex.
Why kid?
Because
I
you're
don't know,
you're
It's a virgin, it's a
usually
virgin.
a teenager or a preteen
Yeah,
when you're
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
for the
yeah.
first time.
Is the virgin my child or my nephew?
Oh,
or,
just you're in the Big Brother program and
the Big Brother
Yeah,
program.
you know?
Okay, yeah. Well,
Okay, you know what? But can we twist it? Okay, you're in the you're in the Big Brother program, but you're giving the information to a female.
like use a condom. You know, you don't want to get
Yeah.
pregnant. Have the plan B aside, maybe in your bag, just ready. You know, just to pop it in your mouth.
Yeah, just snort it if you have to.
I-
fuck, scrunch it up, rip it.
I've never met a girl that carries Plan B.
You,
like,
you,
like,
you
you know
don't
what, and you-
carry.
Yeah,
Plan B,
you
though.
don't.
There's something also like even the guy has to think about. You got to tell the kid like, hey, listen, pre-cum is a thing. When we like first started
Yeah.
having sex, like
Remember
that
this
was an actual thing.
It still is a thing.
At 31 years old, you lose your pre-cum. It's gone.
I'm 28. I'm still pre-coming like crazy. Let me tell you.
I pre-cummed as fuck today. Dude. Let me tell you, I was jerking and it was just a whole shot right before the shot.
Oh fuck yeah! No, well yeah. Basically, it would be something like that. Even just like wrap your willy, make sure that the person is consenting to it.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Don't rape.
So
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
once again, he's feeding the information to a female. So make sure the guy is, because the guy is probably into it.
I'm just not ready for this, please, Veronica.
I'm not saying that it hasn't been table stirred, but that's likely.
You know. Be respectful. Is that I like I really enjoy that point.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Listen, like
you very much.
wrap your willy and all that, like sexual
Yeah.
health thing aside. I would say just don't overthink it.
I feel like that was the thing. I was too much in my head.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
even still to this day, like I just have a good time. Like sometimes I'll just bust out laughing, like because something stupid's gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure.
And when you
what I
get a
mean?
queef involved, oh,
Oh,
my God,
dude, that's
so
hilarious.
funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
People-
You're just like, oh, babe. No,
Yeah, the girl's all nervous about it. Oh, I'm so.
No,
okay,
it's
no,
fine.
funny.
No,
No,
it's good. It's
so
all
funny.
good.
You
It's
start
all
going
good.
People are too serious about the whole thing. Like I remember I
Yeah.
was hooking up with this chick a while back, and we were in my bed and we started like making out, and like the shirt comes off, the pants come off, and
Oh, yeah, I
as
love this
as
one.
I'm making out with her, she just goes up and I just see like she goes like this to herself, like to her nipple, and I don't know why in the act of about to have sex, the thought never crossed my mind that she was doing something to pleasure herself or like something sexual. In my head, I was like, "Was she scratching her?" I was like, "What are you?" I'm like, "You itchy?" I was like, "Are you scratching yourself?"
You want me to scratch your tit for
And
you?
she's like, "No, I'm playing with my nipple."
But then she just walks out on you.
Listen,
like,
I wouldn't even have
fuck
fucking
this.
blamed her. Never mind. Yeah, I would say just don't overthink it. Like that was the big thing for me. Is at
Yeah.
the beginning, I would overthink things, and it's like, man, you get in your head too much about shit, and that just like affects your performance. It affects everything. You know,
sure.
So I would say don't overthink.
I feel
it.
like when I was younger, that like not just for sex, but just I would overthink a lot of things. And nowadays, I'm just like, it is what it is.
Be carefree.
and you work with whatever's going on. You
Yeah.
know.
So what happens to the kid? He overthinks. Does it have it ever happened to you where you actually don't get a boner because you're overthinking it?
Yeah.
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 If anybody
that's
says
it.
no,
And
they're
you gotta-
liars,
Yeah,
bro,
that's
of course.
it. Exactly. So
Yeah.
you have to tell the kid to that.
Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, listen, don't overthink it because you might not get hard.
Then if you tell him that, no, it's because if you tell him that, I feel like that just
Then
makes
it's
it worse.
it's in your
Yeah.
head.
Wait, I might not get hard. That wasn't even an issue that crossed my
okay.
mind.
Yeah.
Don't even tell him that's an option, bro.
Yeah, don't tell them that.
Just tell him, hey, have a
Interesting.
good time. Whatever happens, bro, just
Yeah.
make the best out of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Just have fun and just
Have
that's
fun.
it, man.
Don't
Go to town.
Just don't
Just go to town.
Just don't go too crazy. Take it slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's even. Take it slow because if you start getting a little bit like
But
excited,
what if the
and
girl
just
wants? What if the girl wants to get fucking face fucked? You're gonna be like, no, don't do it.
In the words of Justin's T-shirt, don't worry about it.
D-Way, shout out to D-Way, man.
D-Way. Don't
worry
worry
about
about
it.
it.
About it.
DWA.
Like that. Are they
Yeah.
Canadian?
Yeah, it's a guy that I know actually has his own line of clothing.
All right. Next or last question in our segment called Really Right Fuck.
Aggie.
If you had the ability to go back in time, this stems actually from the new series Loki, streaming on Disney Plus.
I got really fucking baked last night,
Sponsored
and I
by
saw
Disney?
it. I started watching it.
Good.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't start watching.
Okay,
it. Really?
The first 30 seconds, because I stream shit, right? I'm like, it's fucking a wrong streaming Avengers. So when you watch it, it's
Yeah, at the beginning, right? I know
yeah,
what you mean.
yeah.
yeah.
I had to fast forward through it to be like, okay, wait, is
Yeah.
there the odd chance that it's
It's a flashback.
it fucking flashbacks right?
Okay,
at
just
the
don't
beginning?
say
Oh,
anything.
really?
No, but you're gonna see it in the first 15 seconds.
Okay.
I'm not
No, I
ruining
do.
anything.
I do want.
Stop ruining shit. Fuck. Okay, let's go.
So, yeah, last question on the segment. If you had the ability to go back in time and relive an experience with the knowledge, because in Loki, this isn't a spoiler, but in Loki, the idea is that when you go back in time, it doesn't change the future, it just creates a branch timeline.
Yeah.
Okay. So with the knowledge that what you're doing in that moment isn't affecting your present day, so basically you're just going back in time to relive a moment because it was happy, it was
yeah.
fun, or
I don't
whatever.
want. It won't affect anything,
affect
right? No
anything.
butterfly effect, none of that shit. Okay.
Would you still go through the trouble? Let's say it was a lot of trouble to go, you had to pay money to go back in time or whatever. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Would you still go back in time and relive a moment or do something different in a moment?
Yes.
Just to say, like, I want to know what the outcome of that would have been if I did something different.
100%. If there's no actual what's that word? I'm looking for?
Ramifications.
Ramifications.
Yeah.
Perfect word to use. Then yeah, 100%. But the only thing is though, do you for sure go back to the present of what you are right now? So say within this
Yeah.
podcast, right? So it's for sure.
3 episodes in a row that happens. Fuck you.
You're such a noob.
Fuck me.
The only thing with that is like obviously yeah, because you can go experience something else. But if you actually figure out that like your alternate, whatever you want it to happen, is better, you're fucked. Because you have to go back to what is now and not what would have been.
That's even good too,
That's
right?
the thing.
Can you choose to like?
No, you have to go back to what you are right now.
Yeah, so there's no like going
So-
back and playing the lottery or some shit.
So you can make a better timeline, but you're not reaping the benefits of it.
No, so
Or there's no alternate timeline being created from this. It's just you relive
a
a
moment.
specific moment.
So I think, and I'd have to ask the person who asked this question. I think that the root of this question stems from the idea that if you can go back in time and either relive a moment that you really enjoyed, like let's say for me, okay, when Liverpool, I'm a big soccer fan, okay, I follow Liverpool. When they won the Champions League, I was talking to Justin about this today. It was one of the fucking best days of my entire life. I would literally pay good money to go back and relive that feeling.
Do you know they won already, or is it the first time feeling again?
I'll caveat this. You can go back in time. You don't have the knowledge, but when you come back, you do have the knowledge that you were able to relive it.
But then, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's easy.
So
Okay,
for me,
so-
it's like I'm going back to a moment that I really enjoyed, or flip side of it, you go back to a moment, let's say, okay, we're all guys here, you know what I mean? There's all been situations where it's like, man, I should have pulled a move on that chick or something, you know?
Yeah, but I feel like, okay, that's cool. It'd be like great. There's a bunch of scenarios where I'd wonder about that,
Yeah.
but I'd probably go see a loved one that passed away, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Perfect
speaking, for me,
example.
like
Perfect
my
example.
grandfather.
Tell us about sex with you, huh, Josh? You
No, but there's a bunch of girls I always wonder, like, hey,
Yeah.
could I have
No.
like, went up and said, hey, can I grab your number?
Yeah.
And see, and I don't want to stray off topic, but I really hope that when we die, we go to like this white room and there's this book with like all our stats. And like you can ask questions like building.
Oh, that's a good. That's
You
a
know?
Good
You know when you play like World of Warcraft?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
768,000 hours played.
Yeah. so stuff like that. But then you can ask the big questions like, hey, remember that girl I came across downtown that day? If I would have asked her out, would she have said yes? And
Yeah,
if
yeah.
so, would I have smashed?
Nah, it would be too much, man. You would literally go insane.
I love that fucking example, though. Honestly, I didn't even think about that. Going back and being able to just see a loved one who passed away. Like, you
Yeah,
know what
but
I mean?
then you
Yeah.
fast forward in time and it's like, fuck, now you had that moment with them, especially if it's,
Yeah,
a
but-
parent and it's like, you go back and you see your mom or you go see your dad or whatever. And it's like, now you have the knowledge that you went back with them and spoke to them. And now you're going back to the present and they're not even there, bro. It could rattle you 10 times
It
more.
could. It could.
That's the
Could,
thing.
but bro, like,
And
It's worth it. It's worth it, obviously.
Yeah.
But it could still fuck you up,
for
though.
one thing, they don't know. Like you're
You-
going back
you
in
can't
time.
go
They
and
don't
tell-
know
yeah.
that they're dying.
Yeah.
So that's it. They don't know. So you're talking to them and
Yeah.
you're fucking crying over
Yeah,
that.
bro,
And
it's
you're
like,
buzzing. And
yeah.
you're like, what the fuck are you talking
the fuck
about?
is wrong with you, you
What's wrong
know?
with you? How many beers did you have?
No, that would be crazy shit,
and you
though.
just nod along. You say a lot,
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And
Quite
you
a few.
just,
Quite a few.
you just embrace the fucking moment, bro. That's
I
it.
wouldn't change anything. That's for sure.
I wouldn't change my life. My life's good, but there's moments that I would cherish more.
Because that's
Yeah,
I think that
definitely.
was even a question. Is like in the question, wasn't it to change if you would change something?
Well, it's not to say that it would change something, but because it wouldn't affect the future. But it's just, would you do something differently? No, the premise of the question is, would you go back in time and either do something differently or relive a moment, knowing that it wouldn't change your future?
It does make a different timeline.
Yeah, like, but it wouldn't affect you.
No,
when
but
come
you
back
always
to your
come back.
present.
So
But-
picture
yeah, you come
yourself
back to your
always coming
timeline.
back.
Oh
Always.
yeah. You come back, but
Yeah.
the thing is now I have to live knowing that there's a different timeline
That's
going
what I was
on.
saying
But bro,
before.
when
yeah.
Out, and the thing is that I'd rather not do it. I wouldn't do it.
I
would continue living my life the way I live my life.
Yeah, because
and I'm not gonna go back
because
and
knowing
doubting.
what could have been could destroy
Exactly,
you.
it could
Yeah.
destroy you.
I firmly believe that there is alternate timelines.
For sure.
There is alternate timelines where, you know what, when I decided to do this or that, that's it. And I truly believe that. So regardless, there's going to be alternate timelines.
There's an alternate timeline where this podcast is actually a good one.
Shit.
This episode's a good one. The whole podcast shit though.
Yeah, just this one's good. Just this one. Everyone
So
else.
we're going. You're going. Yes.
Like just straight up out of curiosity, yeah.
Yeah.
In an alternate timeline, he actually says no, though.
That's a good one.
Out
Would
of
you do it?
curiosity,
Of
yeah.
course.
Yeah. Frank, I feel like is a no.
No, I'm a no.
No.
You're a no?
I'm gonna
I'm a no.
say. You know what? I was gonna say yes until I fucking heard Frankie's answer and it just changed my entire mind. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no because I don't want to have to live with the knowledge that maybe something
Yeah.
is different. Something different is living out.
But there's a version of you, not somebody else, of you
Mm-hmm.
getting to enjoy it. It's still you.
I get it, but now I have to live knowing that I wasn't able to live it.
So let's say you go back in time because you made a decision that you wish you didn't make.
Yeah.
A specific one.
Yeah.
Okay. You go back, you change the decision. It ends up being a worse decision.
Yeah.
Then you're chilling.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like,
you're
oh, I
chilling.
made the right
See?
choice.
You're gonna take
I made
that
the right
risk.
choice. Well, it's a risk.
But you come back to your life right
You
now.
know what?
regardless.
That was the right fucking choice. I'm
yeah.
really happy I made that choice, and you can live, and you could be like, oh,
Exactly.
I get
that
it.
was, that was
But I
worth it.
think some things are meant not knowing.
Yeah.
I think there's
Yeah.
a lot of
I
things that
agree.
we're like, if you need to know if, like, literally, I would tell you, Jake, I know when you're gonna die.
No
The
way.
exact fucking
Fuck
time.
no.
the
Yeah, I
exact
would want to
moment.
know. I would
You
want to
see?
know.
Why?
Okay. Oh, I have a question. Quickly.
Yeah, I know what this question is.
Yeah.
I know what
Would
this
you
question-
rather know how you're gonna die or when you're gonna die?
How?
How?
Yeah, I'm gonna go how. When? I tell you, fucking December
Well,
26th,
okay.
2048.
Well,
you're gonna
it's
buzz.
because you get lucky. You get lucky if you know the how is like, oh, in a skydiving accident, motherfucker, you're never gonna go skydiving.
No,
you
you're
know
gonna
what I
escape
mean?
death, and they're gonna get you somehow.
The one time that you end up in a situation where you're like, how the fuck did I end up skydiving? It's like, well, I'm dying today.
yeah.
No, I would want to know when.
I would say how.
I would say how.
How?
What if it's like you're getting fucking brutally murdered?
Yeah.
But the thing is that
They're both equally as bad.
imagine, you know what? It's gonna be in 2 years from now. At least I can milk those fucking 2 years right now.
It could backfire though.
Yeah.
Depends how you take it, because
What?
you might get depressed about it and be like, I'm gonna die.
Nah,
in 2
nah, nah, nah.
years.
Listen.
What is it like? Oh, you're dying at 98 years old. You're chilling.
Oh.
You're just like, okay,
Yo.
you know what? Let's go.
You know what? I would maybe fucking stray towards when, because if you think about it rationally, okay, if you think about it really objectively, is there really a difference between knowing when you're gonna die and knowing that you're gonna die?
So, Frank, if I tell you you're gonna die of cancer,
Mm-hmm.
that could be next year. Sorry, I don't want to. This is a really bad example.
Yeah.
And if
I
that's
Well,
just-
he
it's
loves
just-
cancer. bro.
I just everybody
Yeah.
we're talking
But-
about cancer.
Yeah, what is
but-
it with
but-
cancer and you,
I don't know.
bro?
It's just a word.
you get what I mean. Cancer can hit you at any age. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean it's gonna be in your old age.
True.
No.
So now you have your answer, but you don't know the how, the what, when.
When
Exactly, you know.
But when you do get cancer, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
this is it.
But that's it. Like I rather know. You know what? In 3 years, I'm gonna get cancer. It is what
No,
it
it's
is.
not both. It's when.
No, okay, but okay. In
No,
3
no.
years, I'm gonna die. I don't know why.
Yeah. But it's not in
But-
3 years you're going to get cancer. You're going to get cancer. It could be literally tomorrow morning. It could be when
Yeah,
you're 90.
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you know you're gonna get cancer, but now you're gonna be worried. Oh, if I smoke a cigarette, am I gonna?
no.
You know
But
what
the
I
thing
mean?
is that it's already made, right?
it's
So if
already
you
made,
can-
so just smoke all your
yeah, you can
cigarettes.
smoke all you want.
Yeah, it's already
Yeah.
made.
But
You
then the
know?
question of predetermined outcomes comes into play, right? So if you get told that you're gonna die of cancer, and you're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna die of cancer. I might as well smoke all the cigs I want.
Yeah.
But you smoking all those cigs is
It's
what
the
gives you
reason why
cancer.
there's a cancer.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like you
that's
kind of
it.
have that. My theory is that my rationale is what I said before is. I don't think really that there's a difference between knowing when you're gonna die and that you're gonna die, because we're all aware of our mortality, right? We're
Yeah.
all aware that at a certain point we are gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between knowing or being aware rather of the fact that you're gonna die eventually and just knowing when it's gonna be? If you know when it's gonna be rather than how it's gonna be, you don't have to avoid situations. You don't have to be scared about certain situations. All you have to know is that, look, this is the day it's gonna happen. I already knew it was gonna happen. Now I just have a timeline for it. You know what I mean?
That's true. Because if I knew that I wasn't for sure gonna die by, I don't know, heights, I would do all the things that I'm scared of.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
skydiving.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna die. That's the fear. The fear is that I might fucking die if I stand too close to a balcony, because I might fall off and die. But if that fear is not actually there, you'll just go do it.
But
There's
that's
no,
also
there's-
too. If you know exactly you're gonna die at 70 or 90 or stuff like that, you're not immortal.
No.
You just know when you're gonna die. You can't start doing a lot more stupid shit.
Mhm.
No, you
Yeah.
can just go jump off a cliff and just
Yeah,
land on
yeah.
a piece of a rock just
Yeah,
for fun.
that's
Imagine someone's just like, yeah, the way you're gonna die is gonna be brutally murdered. You just you go skydiving, and guys like, put your, I'm good. I don't need the parachute. I'm good.
Listen. I'm not gonna lie. I am. No, I don't want to say a firm believer, but I think if I jump out of a plane at the right time in an ocean, I can survive.
Jesus.
Right before it smacks, you just jump out. You're good. Cannonball into it. You know.
You wanna try?
Jacob's here for a good time, not a long time.
We already know that.
And that's it, guys. You know,
And that's it.
That's
Yeah.
the episode today, episode 85. Beyond
I was
the
gonna
bench.
add that used to be my bio.
And that's it.
Because my friend that passed away had it. And then this girl hit me up. She's like, your bio's like a fuckboy bio. I'm like, fuck. so,
Which is what? What was it?
but I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking lame.
And on that note, thank you so much, guys, for tuning into this week's episode. Beyond the Bench, episode 85, as one of the beer bottle caps fucking rolls on the floor.
that was mine, I think.
We had 2 great guests on the show tonight. If you're watching on YouTube, just make sure, please, fucking subscribe. Subscribe. Hit the like, hit the notifications. You might die tomorrow. You might die in 3 weeks. You might die in a helicopter crash. One of the reasons you won't die is by hitting the subscribe. So just make sure you hit it. If you want to catch us on the socials, at Beyond the Bench Podcast for all the videos, clips, pictures of Justin looking like an idiot. Yeah, the
I
entire
like those
time.
pictures. I really do.
Guys, we'll be back next week. Episodes every Friday, 9 a.m. Check them out. Be my friend.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? But yeah,
Jake, you wanna give both of you guys, you wanna give your last words? Any last shout outs?
Well, just like I said, I want to eat this. This looks like an apple.
Shout out. No, I'm gonna leave you guys on Frank. I don't even want to add to that.
We'll see you next week, boys and girls. See ya.
Oh fuck.